Put my shit on mute.
Oh shit, bombs up. Oh shit, bombs up. Alright, cool. Alright, bet. We doing this thing.
I'm trying to remember the shit Ron Burgundy says before he starts up.
I'm Ron Burgundy. Suck my ass.
No, like when he's doing his practice, like, it's not still she shells, but he says like fucking weird shit.
It's like a fucking bunch of gibberish. Alright, so this is the Brocast podcast. It's a fucking work in progress name. We just literally decided to do this week, so we thought of some topics. We didn't think of any questions. We just thought of the topic, and we're just gonna fucking wing it from here. So nobody's watching us, so there's not a lot of pressure on us right now. So
nope. We'll start with your topic.
All right, so we're just learning how to do podcasts, so it might have to come naturally as we go along, because we have like these fucking awesome conversations, and then it just I'm gonna take my glasses off actually. Fuck that. Nerd. We have like these awesome conversations offline, and it's like, dude, we should like totally save this for a podcast. So we were thinking of like topics, and we would just like stop at the middle of that, so that way we wouldn't fucking completely do it. So first topic would be potential Switch games, since Switch has been taking over the game. All right, so what are your thoughts?
So with potential Switch games, are you talking about potential new games, known franchises, or are you referring more to like just stuff you'd like to see that isn't around yet?
So Switch has been pretty much remastering a lot of games, like Skyrim, and they're just about to come out with Dark Souls. Thank you, Dark Souls.
On the dunk.
Yeah, like Doom and stuff like that. So like games that you think that would normally be on a PlayStation console that would actually be successful on the Switch. I already know what mine is, so go.
Honestly, there was a handful of like PS2 games that I wish I could play now but can't. So I would kind of like to see the Switch take on ATV, MX, BX games, because those would be really fun to connect with people and possibly play on the go, or like in a group setting, like you're at a picnic or something. I could see actually having a lot of fun with that. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of stuff that I used to like doing on that with my friends was the whole, like, you ever play tag with it? There was a beach ball.
Beach ball.
ATV Off-Road Fury 2 specifically had a beach ball for tag. So there's a big beach ball that sat on the back of your ATV, and you would chase the other guy down, and if you hit him, it bounced over onto yours. So what I'd always do is I keep it for as long as possible to rack up the points or the time, and then I just go to the edge of the map and hit the end and go flying out. I could see that being a lot of fun.
Oh, so it's like,
if I was doing that with a group of
people. It's like Street, where like where you would have the ball. I forgot what the fuck it's called. It's like when you had the ball and like you would just like fucking you have to like run around with the ball and collect a decent amount of points doing tricks and shit like that.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like tackle the fucking fuck. What the fuck is it called? Whatever. Yeah, but it's like that. So like,
if you were smart, you take a ramp and hop on the train that went around the whole thing, and the dude could not catch you. Whoever you were playing against connected.
That's fucked up.
You only had two controllers, so we can only ever play with two people. But like, there were the other ones. I don't know if you ever played like the ones where they had the BX involved, where you had like airplanes and shit that you could fuck with. So you could like take an airplane.
I never played those games.
Oh man, those are so much fun. But aside from that, though, one of my other favorite PS2 games was actually a turn-based game. They're not big on turn-based, but I'm a Lord of the Rings nerd, so I played the Third Age a lot. And so for me personally, I would like to play that because it didn't require any online stuff. It's something I could see myself sitting, relaxing, just playing a turn-based game on the go, at work, during lunch,
right? That
kind of stuff. So I would like to see that. But as far as like a franchise goes, I didn't play games too much as a kid. I played some, but
missed out your whole fucking childhood. Your childhood's all
no,
fucked.
I'm gonna be outrageous. I'm gonna say bring Guitar Hero to the Switch.
It's okay. Bring guitar, dude. No fucking shit, bro. That would be a great way to bring Guitar Hero back to life,
dude. And you could have you know how like it's the Joy-Cons, right?
Yeah.
You could literally have it because it's just a series of buttons. It's like a little controller with like a little flap for the thumb that you could tighten down on your thumb and hit the buttons, you know?
Yeah.
And then down here, just be, you know, you're just hitting X or whatever every time.
But I mean,
you know, you could do that at a party easily.
See, a good idea with that would be they had like a little mini guitar. And like included because you know how you know how they included the guitar with the game every time, right?
Yeah.
They can include a little mini guitar along with it because
but the purpose
it's a fucking
of it is that
Switch.
It's portable, so then you're carrying a thing that holds the two Joy-Cons, but then you got this thing.
Right.
You got to carry separate. I like the idea. I would like that for a party, but that's the thing though, is the whole novelty of being able to just take the two things right off.
Yeah.
And go, you know? But I mean, I do like the idea of a mini turbo. In that case, you might as well make it a full size. That way, it's actually
because then it wouldn't be as portable.
But you're making it less portable by carrying two things.
No, but that's if you really like. That's if you're like, okay, I'm gonna leave the house today and fucking play some guitar, Queer on the train. You know what I mean?
I hope someone steals your guitar on the train. And just Parker's you.
It's my sweet child of mine. You can't fucking be taking this shit, dog. Fucking, I was in the middle of the fucking rift.
Dude knocks the Joy-Con out of your hand, the 4 buttons fly off. No!
No, that would be honestly a good way to bring Guitar Hero back to life.
Because that's like the only thing I could think of that hasn't been redone, and there isn't a style of it or a variation of that kind of game or genre, I should say. And yeah, that game is so dead now.
Well, I mean, dude, it's been a while since it was actually like a popular thing. It was fucking big back in high school, you know, because it was new. It was fucking new. It's like now everybody's just like the way that gaming has been changed throughout the generations.
Hero killed it.
DJ Hero, I mean, I never
murdered it.
Yeah, but that didn't last very long. It was like what, one game?
And what Guitar Hero came after that?
Yeah, but
exactly.
Those types of games were dead afterwards. Like it was just like cool. It's like I'm gonna buy a new fucking game just to play some new songs. When realistically, it could have just been
the graphics never changed.
It could have just been downloadable content. At the end of the day, it could have just
been.
The
thing is, DLC was on the rise, and it wasn't that popularized yet.
But now in this day and age, you have DLCs. Basically, everything is fucking DLCs nowadays. You have different style of gaming, season passes and shit like that.
So everyone's a solo gamer now.
See, like they could,
I mean, you know, not everyone, but really. So many people play solo anyways that it's not a social thing.
I have to disagree with you on that because multiplayer gaming has fucking evolved drastically within the consoles because Xbox, because realistically to get the ultimate gaming, multiplayer gaming experience would be on a PC or an Xbox or an Xbox in general, not even 360. Because PS3, PS2, like I was always when I started online gaming, I was on PS2 online, which was like a little fucking adapter that you plug into the back of the PS2.
I always wanted that. I didn't know I needed an adapter, so I just plug it right in. And I was like, how come I'm not online?
So it was an adapter that you plugged into the back of the PS2, and I used to play SOCOM 2 all the time. So like I met so many, like this is fucking amazing. It's like, bro, I was 11 years old, and I was like, and I was playing SOCOM 2, and I just met so many fucking cool people. Like I was just like day in and day out friends with. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't wait to fucking get home and play and shit like that. You know? Yeah. So like I was friends with dudes from Canada and shit like that. And we were like in this clan and shit like that. We were like getting up there in like the fucking ranks and stuff like that. Hey. And it was just crazy. I would stay up till like 4 or 5 in the morning, just fucking playing this shit. And I was just like, it was just a whole different experience for me, bro.
Oh, you woke up early, son.
Bro, I would not sleep. I would not fucking sleep, bro. And it was just such a different experience for me. Like, obviously, Xbox mastered that, you know? And then, like, when Xbox 360 came out, they mastered that even better with the whole like, party system, having a party with your friends.
Incorporate the equipment you need.
Yes, exactly.
You don't need a third-party
PS3 had online gaming, but it wasn't as convenient and it wasn't as satisfying as it was 360. Because, like, when PS3 came out, it was just trash. Like Xbox 360 killed that shit, and I'll admit I was a 360 fanboy for a while. Like when it came out, and I've always been a fucking PlayStation fan.
For the games,
in general, since I was a kid, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, I was always a fucking fanboy.
Because that was out before Xbox, right? So it was really the kind of like the
PS3 came out.
the buy-in.
PS3 came out a year after Xbox 360. So.
No, I meant Xbox came out after PS, like during PS2's generation.
I think it would have came out like a year after.
Okay, yeah. So
PlayStation
was already established name for gaming anyway. So that was like what anyone would have started with.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like Nintendo.
Exactly, but it was online gaming wasn't like a thing, you know. So
yeah.
So then when PS3 came out, this is around the time where the shit was so fucking limited to get a PS3, and it was like, if you didn't get your PS3, if you didn't pre-order your PS3, you would have to wait like a month or two just to get another.
Was it really that bad?
It was bad, bro.
I didn't realize.
It was fucking bad, and they only gave out like 10 PS3s.
What the?
Bro, there was fucking
What? One for every.
So we had Circuit City, right? And there was a fucking line out the door around the block, and it was known that there was only going to be 10 PS3s, but there are still people waiting. It's like
they're waiting to jump the other first 10 guys.
It's like why is there people fucking waiting for PS3s when you know there's only going to be like 10? So
were they gonna have pre-orders afterwards or something? Like, was it known or something?
No, I don't know what the fucking deal was, but like,
now I know why Circuit City went out of business.
But my brother was me and my brother were originally gonna get a PlayStation 3s, but because obviously I was 14 years old, I had no say in what system we got, you know.
Oh yeah.
But you know,
he was buying it, and you're like,
yeah. So exactly. So my brother eventually, like actually like a week or two after the PS3 dropped, he ended up getting a 360 instead with Gears of War, and then I started playing 360, and I was like, oh my god, that graphics is so amazing.
I need to get my sock.
Oh my god, my dick. So and then eventually, like I was just like reading like all the games and like all the reviews on PS3, and it was just bad. Like there was no games out. Basically the Xbox One, how it is now, that was the PS3 at the time. That's basically how it was, and that's why I was like, "Fuck the PS3, fucking PS3, fucking failed us." Blah blah blah. And then Metal Gear Solid 4 dropped.
And you're like, "Fuck the Xbox, man! PS3
fuck that shit! Fuck that shit!"
So let me ask you something. Getting back to the multiplayer with Guitar Hero. Have you ever played Mortal Kombat or like Injustice multiplayer?
Yes,
now,
and it's miserable.
Do you really want to play a game that's based on music, where everything has to be in sync between sending messages of the buttons to tell the game to play that tune, to hit that drum? Do you really want to play that online? And even then, the Switch already isn't online capable. But if it were, is that something you could picture playing multiplayer like that? Would you want to?
I think it would be interesting because it's like, okay, so it's like, so Guitar Hero is basically like, it's a how well you can play the fucking song type of game, right? So you fuck up, you are getting less points. So it can go either way. It can go either split screen, which would be kind of gay because it's like that's kind of like couch co-op
like
type
trying
shit.
to split on.
Yeah, that's like couch co-op type shit. So you can either do where the dude plays a song, right, and then you can see if you can do better than him next round, or you can do a side by side type thing, or you can actually be like, okay, it has the dude's name at the top. You play the song, see how well you guys can do, and then at the end it'll show your score. So you guys don't even know how well you're doing.
Yeah.
So that's how it can go if you were to actually do it that way. And as far as like, say like, and it's like I said, like the whole gaming industry has evolved in that sense, where it's like you have DLCs, you have season passes, you have fucking open world shit where it's like people aren't even interested in doing Guitar Hero anymore.
Yeah.
So to bring Guitar Hero back, you would have to change up and actually get into the generation of what today's gaming is, because today's like you were saying, it's like nowadays people are soloing. I disagree, and that's where I was going with the whole Xbox thing, where it's like, I was more of a solo player back then when fucking multiplayer was coming up than I am now, because nowadays it's like I can't even play a game by myself for like an hour without getting depressed, without being online with somebody. That's how it is. That's how it is. It's like I used to be able to just fucking sit there for hours and play games with myself, but now it's like I need to be talking to somebody online in order for me to actually enjoy a game, regardless of like it depends. It also depends on the game.
Yeah,
you know,
but there's something like anything that you're playing on the Switch now, so is going to be a single player game, more or less. Unless you're willing to get plug into your phone, download the app, So it's like, as far as attempting to do something like revive something like Guitar Hero by bringing it to the Switch, the only way it's social is if you're taking it out. But okay, so when I say that like games are solo, I'm not saying like everybody. I'm being general. So I think it's probably fair to say it's a 50-50 split. You got the group people who play things like the sports games, 2K and stuff, where they're doing like the 1v1s, maybe like or whatever online.
Yeah.
People playing sports. You got the guys who are playing Call of Duty and Battlefield and all that. There's a huge majority of people, not majority, but there's a huge number of people that are playing the Fallouts.
Right.
That are playing the
Which
Mass
would be
Effects.
a great game to go for the Switch.
Which would
because they
actually-
got Skyrim on there now. So
True.
yeah.
Now I don't know the specs for a for a Switch, what it can handle without.
If it can handle
slowing down
Skyrim, it
the
can handle
logging,
Fallout.
but-
If it can handle,
Oh yeah, Fallout. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
That would be great. That would be a great game actually to go to the Switch, and I'm pretty sure they will do that.
Are there any really solid PC games that could do well on Switch if it had internet? If it didn't, either way. Could something, if it had internet, like World of Warcraft?
Absolutely fucking not. That's
No?
a PC
It
game
has
right
to
there.
be- it has to
That's
have
a
a keyboard?
fucking PC. That's PC. That's the
Fair enough.
PC birth child right there.
Well, yeah, it is, but
Imagine,
could there be
like-
a good port? Because
No,
you played World of
absolutely
Warcraft.
not.
Could there be a good port? No.
World of Warcraft has been out since 2004.
Mhm.
They will never fucking port that game to a console. Period. That would just be asinine. That would be ridiculous. No, that game is.
If they did, would it work though? Would it work on with
it
a
can
console style controller?
It can, but
No. Wouldn't
and
be something-
I feel like it's been around for a PC for so long where it just wouldn't work on a console.
'Cause I'm thinking of it more as like
If they were gonna put it on a console, they would have done it by now because World of Warcraft has been out over a decade with X
Oh,
amount
yeah,
of
yeah.
expansions already. So it's like,
anything
why
that
would you do
nobody's
that?
going to want to port over
Exactly.
because all their stuff is there, and they honestly
Yeah.
would probably have to do a ground zero port.
100%.
You probably couldn't start
Yeah,
where you
there's
were.
too,
So.
there's
That
too
makes
much.
sense.
There's way too much to do in World of Warcraft. On top of that, there's a lot of clicking. There's a lot of macros that are involved as far as
Oh,
like
okay. Yeah,
you
so
know, it's
that-
like
so it
setting
wouldn't
up your
work with the
macros and
controller
shit like
then.
that. Yeah, it wouldn't work. So
I was thinking it'd be really convenient for people to be able to grind and they're at work or something.
yeah,
They go
it'd be
sit-
a
they
good.
go-
It would be a good
They go
grind.
take a shit on company
But that's
time, and they're fucking.
it's
you
an
know,
MMO,
hunting
bro.
down animals and shit.
It's an MMO, so there's not really a lot you can do on a Switch for World of Warcraft. It just wouldn't work out.
Monster Hunter was.
Is
I mean,
that-
it was a DS thing,
It
wasn't
was
it?
a DS.
Did they come
it was
to
a
Switch?
it was a PlayStation thing too.
Oh, it was too. Okay. Did it come to Switch?
Not that I know of. No.
Kind of surprised. Do you think it would have?
Nah, I mean it could have. I mean it could. They definitely could have gotten away with it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They definitely could have gotten away with it.
And plus, I heard that one of the things with Monster Hunter was like in the old ones, you know how you eventually did have to hook up with buddies to hunt down monsters
Yeah.
whose health bars was so fucking big and shit.
Mhm.
That with this one, they actually gated it where you can actually take on anything solo. Yeah, you'll have a harder time, but it's not an outrageously difficult thing for the solo players on console. I heard that's something that they did. So on a Switch, it would actually work out anyways.
It could because you can
You wouldn't
actually.
have to hook up with anyone.
But it'd probably be like a fucking bitch and a half to try to connect to somebody. You gotta,
Oh, yeah,
you got their
absolutely.
fucking IP address or some stupid shit, you know? So here was my idea on probably the perfect game port. Metal Gear Solid. Remastered. Everything. Why I say that
Controllers are
is...
simple enough.
Why I say that is because Metal Gear... Like, the first Metal Gear originally started on the NES.
Did it really?
Yes.
Like the
Metal-
NES or which
NES.
Nintendo system? The
NES.
first NES.
Yeah. Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2.
No, it didn't. Did it really?
Yep.
I did not realize that at all.
Metal Gear Solid came years later. It came out after Metal Gear 2, which was when Snake fought Gray Fox in Zanzibar. Which he wasn't even
Okay.
Gray Fox. He was Frank Yeager
I
in
never played
Zanzibar.
those ones. The only one I've
Yeah.
actually played was Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid.
Brian, if you're watching this, you owe me my game back.
If you don't follow the story like that in Metal Gear, so Gray Fox, the ninja with the fucking suit and shit like that with the sword, that was Naomi's brother or stepbrother. I don't
The
know.
one that in Solid, when she goes running, you stare at her ass, right?
No, that's Meryl.
Oh, never mind.
That's Meryl.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
So yeah, I mean, you have to play the games. You have to play the games,
I was
but
like, that's the same shit.
but that it has a backstory to it. They don't go too like the later games that come out. They go a little more in depth with it because obviously they're not going to realize everybody fucking played the NES versions, right? Because it's like shit. It's like this game's kind of old. I don't think, and it's fucking stupid hard. So I don't think everybody's gonna fucking play.
So being on NES, did it look Mario-esque or like The Last Ninja? Like, what did it look good?
It looked NES. NES.
Really pixelated 8-bit. Whatever.
So here's the thing. Here's
That's so weird to.
here's what they did. Right. So Metal Gear Solid 3. Right when it came out, they dropped.
Did they have a little Easter egg?
No.
No. Oh, that'd be epic.
They allowed you to play Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 on Metal Gear Solid 3.
You just redone. Oh, that had to be amazing then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you actually got the opportunity to play those games.
Was it easier to play? Because you mentioned they were hard as fuck. So were they easier to
they're
play?
They're just hard as fuck games.
Okay.
They're just hard fucking games. I mean, anything. Yeah. See, the thing is with NES back in the day, they try to make it as hard as they can so that way you have more playability. Oh. They tried to give it more longevity because they knew people couldn't just afford a million games like that because they made games like $60, $70, $80. So they made sure, because a lot of kids got games for Christmas. You know, this is when fucking video game consoles started coming up. So kids would get games. Kids would get like one game a year, you know, for Christmas.
Yeah. And
they would try to make it last that entire year. Yeah, basically, how The Witcher is, where it's like 300 plus hours. They tried to do that with NES games because there was not really any saves like that.
That's true.
So they try to make it as hard as they can to give that game that longevity.
Kind of like, I got you.
So that's the thing. Any fucking NES game that you play, it's gonna be competitive. It's gonna be hard as shit, and that's why because it's a platformer. That's why Cuphead is a hard as fuck game because it's a platformer. So it's like they try to bring that whole.
I'll never try playing that again.
I beat it, and I want to slit my fucking wrists. I tried playing Dark Souls, and I beat 2 bosses in 8 hours. I put 8 hours into that game, and I beat only 2 bosses.
Everything is Dark Souls now.
And you know what? Dark Souls is definitely to blame for that. It's definitely to blame.
I'm just glad Arkham didn't go to Dark Souls. Or
No,
I never play an Arkham game.
There are certain games that are meant to be played to enjoy. You know, it's like I feel like every game should have that option to be able to enjoy for what it's worth. Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. Any game or every game? Or you're saying any game should?
Any game.
Okay.
Any game. So doesn't necessarily mean every game. So, I mean, certain games like Dark Souls, okay, it's meant to be fucking hard as shit.
There shouldn't be a God mode on it, right?
There shouldn't be a God mode on it because it's meant to be fucking challenging and it's meant to be frustrating. Cuphead, you could have a God mode on it, but you're not going to get the full experience of it, but you could get the full experience of the visuals. Because that's the main thing about that game is the artwork. The artwork is incredible. Is incredible. You want to finish that game for what it's worth. Mm-hmm. So if you don't feel like finishing the game based off of challenge, I wanted to go for challenge. So obviously I did on the hardest shit. You know, because when you did a regular, it's like you're not going to get the contract for this fucking boss.
Oh, okay.
So so you have to do it on the hardest shit as possible. I did the first couple of bosses on expert because you unlock expert after you beat the game.
Oh, okay.
They weren't that bad. And then it's like, fuck.
Which means it's only going to get harder anyway.
It's so fucking hard. Right? Especially the second to last boss, Dice. I don't know how I beat Dice.
What is he? Is he actually a dice?
So,
or a set of dice? Or a die? Is he like a giant flower or something? That's what I mean. Like, what is
it? Before you fight the devil, right? You're literally on a dice table, right? You're given the
table type of
yes.
Thing?
So you're given this little dice, right, and it spins around, and you have 1, 2, or 3. So you have to parry that dice to how many spaces you move. So within that time frame, right, you either get a heart for an extra heart, or you can skip that boss. Eventually, you're gonna so every dice obviously varies on which boss you face. So you can you're gonna end up facing around 4 bosses, and your life doesn't replenish.
Okay, so the dice itself isn't a boss; it's a mechanic.
It's a mechanic.
To choose a boss.
It's to choose a boss.
Okay. I assume like a giant set of
within that time
dice.
frame, you are fighting at least 4 bosses, 5 bosses, something like that, and your life doesn't replenish unless you get the hearts.
No way.
Yeah. So
that's messed up.
So you can fucking.
You can only get hit twice or 3 times.
3 times, but depending on without the extra hearts, you have 3 hearts.
Man.
So if you have like 1 heart left, right? You gotta fight that fucking next boss with 1 heart.
And hopefully you didn't just finish the first one.
And hopefully you just don't die. So that's the thing, man. So I was getting so frustrated, and eventually I learned how the bosses worked, how they what their moves were, and and that's the thing about that game. You just start to realize what the moves are for those bosses. You realize you start to read their moves. You know what they're gonna do next, and you know how to fucking counter that. That's the good thing, and that's why it's fair. It's hard, but it's fair if you know how to pay attention to what the bosses do. So eventually I beat it. Yeah, and I swear to God, it was like the fucking best thing in the goddamn world. Like,
better than sex.
I jizzed when I beat Dice because I was like, okay,
I had to clean up the keyboard.
I was like, shit. I was like, all I gotta do is beat the fucking devil. Devil's a bitch, but not as bad as Dice because of that reason of the
because of the health.
Because of the health reasons, yeah.
Okay.
You're fighting 5 bosses with the same health.
So, question. This wasn't a topic, but I gotta ask. So it's so easy nowadays to get a game that's where you say, "Oh my gosh, why is this Dark Soul quality bullshit?" Mm-hmm. So it's so easy to say what games you don't want to see with that difficulty. What games have you played that you would have liked to see that difficulty, or maybe you'd like to see that difficulty? I can already say right off the bat, just from hearing you talk, and already kind of the style of the game is slightly similar. Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. I absolutely love that game. And that game, so it says in the beginning of the game, if you die, all your progress restarts, so you gotta start the game over again. Ended up not being true. Spoiler alert, by the way. But that's a game where when I was playing, I was treating it in my mind like a Dark Soul because it had that threat to it.
Yeah.
But it didn't actually have that difficulty. And looking back, because I beat it on easy, normal, and hard. And you know me, I don't replay games like that usually. But looking back, I think I would actually have liked to see that have a Dark Souls quality difficulty to it, and I think I actually would have enjoyed that for once. On that, I think I would have.
Have you played Dark Souls?
I have played Bloodborne, and I hated it.
Same shit.
But I'm saying, looking back in retrospect, if they were to say, "Hey, we're dropping a that quality difficulty," I'd actually be excited to play it.
See, the thing is,
because I'm comfortable with that game too, with the style, the movement, all that. I would like to see that. And try it.
I don't think.
Not saying I beat it.
I don't think it works with every game. It's like
exactly.
Because it's like Donkey said, there's hard and then there's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think, so Cuphead is in the middle of that. Mm-hmm. Dark Souls is just straight fucking bullshit. Mm-hmm. No, Dark Souls is.
How did he put it? He said
Dark Souls is hard, and then he had like games like fucking like The Evil Within, for instance, where there's like. The Japanese fucking difficulty, which is impossible.
Unless you're Japanese.
No, it's like, it's impossible. Like, it is absolutely fucking like, there's no point in playing this. It's unplayable. It's broken as fuck. So there's a point of being broken as fuck hard, and then there's being challenging hard. There are games that are like, hardest difficulty after you beat the game. It's like unbeatable, unless you're like a god. And it's like, why do I, no. I don't want to
see, but that's what I'm saying though. Me being the, frankly, shit gamer that I am, if I can comfortably go back at any time, which I have since, and play that game on hard and not feel concerned at all, I feel like it should be harder. Not saying I necessarily want to never beat the game.
Here's the thing though, I feel like every game should have a limit depending on what type of game it is. It should have a limit on how hard it should actually be. Games like The Last of Us, for instance, when I was living in the barracks, my roommate played it on the hardest fucking difficulty. It took him like 6 or 7 months to get to the end. Really? Yes.
But it was doable though. It just took a lot of time.
But you don't want a game to take you that long to beat on the hardest difficulty for what? A trophy? Saying good job, you beat the fucking game. And also,
in this generation where it's not like NES games where
right,
the game
exactly.
So that's fair. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. There's challenging and then there's bullshit. Mm-hmm. There's bullshit where it's like you're just making the game unplayable for me right now. So that's why I agree with like Donkey. You know, and it's like there's bullshit and then there's hard. There's challenging. Mm-hmm. There's fair and then there's all right. This is fucking unplayable. Mm-hmm. Like. Fucking Call of Duty, for instance.
Oh yeah, if that went to Dark
Souls,
that's
playable. No, that's playable. On veteran, it's fucking it's doable. 100%.
I still hate it. I
did them. I've beaten a lot of those games on veteran. They're doable, me off so bad. but they're frustrating, but they're fair. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know what the fuck's gonna happen. You already know the tactics on what to do.
Yeah. You know how often they're gonna reload and go back, and exactly where they're gonna send. Yeah.
Right, they're all doable. But if you were to give fucking, I don't know, what's a game? Like Hellblade, right? Which on hard, it's probably hard.
It's not.
It's not?
I'm telling you. You know me. You know what a shitty gamer I am. If I can beat that on hard, and like go back right now and start playing it. And if you watch me play, I won't trip balls about it. Like it's surprisingly easy. It's not that much harder. They gave the guys more health. Really.
So if you gave a game like fucking Batman, right, which is meant to be just click, 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 you know, fucking just counter.
Square, triangle.
Yeah, where they're like, okay, you can't do this. Now you have to actually use tactics on super duper fucking impossible hard. That game would be unplayable. Because you know how many enemies fucking get thrown at you, plus fucking all the bosses and their strengths, it'd be unplayable.
But I think that's where, for some people, not everybody, for some people, because think about it, that game already has the option, easy or hard or whatever, right? I'm saying if there's a fourth option to select into, not saying that they should drop the game like that vanilla, but if they gave the option, I would do it. I'd give it a shot because I'd be like, you know what? I know I can beat this on hard. Let me hop in and see how it is. Oh, I think I can do it. No, I can't fucking do this unplayable. That's what I'm saying with Hellblade is...
That's the thing. That's the type of shit that would drive people away from actually playing that game again, rather than trying to challenge themselves.
So I don't think...
So there has to be a balance between hard and challenging.
Yeah, there does. Absolutely.
There does.
Mm-hmm.
English is good.
But what did I say? There does? The dust?
No, there does.
There does.
There is.
There is? Wait, what?
That's the proper English.
There does need to be, or
is
need to be.
We had a viewer for a while, and now he's gone. We had 4 viewers.
You just broke the fourth wall!
God damn it.
They disagreed with your opinion of Hellblade. Fuck you. No, so that's the beauty of it, though. I think that for the people who want to opt in, they should be able to. But like I said, it's easy to say when you're playing a game that has that difficulty, this doesn't belong in this kind of a game. Are there any games that you've ever played where, yeah, this is not the Dark Souls genre, but we were like, yeah, they could easily amp this difficulty and I'd have played it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing with Dark Souls is it started off a whole new fucking realm of challenging gamers. You know what I mean? So now everything's like trying to be super fucking hard.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, Dark Souls is so successful and it's so hard. Maybe we should do that too. But it's like, there's only a handful of fucking people that I know that have actually completed Dark Souls. You know, like Chris, Mike, you know, they mastered that shit. And it's like, I'm like, fuck, man. And I'm just sitting here trying to fucking figure it out. Like, I'm like, dude, I've been playing this game for 8-9 hours already. And it's like,
I still haven't gotten out the gate.
It's like there's like these, they're not even bosses. Like, there's harder bosses in the game. And I'm like, yo, how did, like.
It's like gear grind is what it is. That you gotta get.
And it's like, yeah, it's like I'm trying to figure out how,
I'm
fucking rolling around, I'm fucking trying different things.
Rolling.
I'm like, this is working, but then it's like I'm hit, and then it's like, there goes half my health.
And then what I hate is when they hit you, like from Bloodborne.
Yeah.
They hit you and you stumble for like 7 seconds. They've already reset and they're coming at you and they're starting their swing again. Right when you start to move, you're like,
yeah, bro.
Fuck, here it comes.
It's like, fuck, I'm gonna fucking have to YouTube this. And Chris is like, that's not gonna help you.
It's not gonna help.
It's not gonna help you.
I remember I tried. I was like, he's just dodging.
It's like you just gotta be patient. I try to be patient, and it's like, fuck, man. Like, what the fuck do I do? I really like. I have it downloaded still, and I'm like, I look at it. I'm like, I think I'm gonna give it another go, and then I just, nope, I'm going down. Like, I really want to beat it.
This shit.
Dude, I have all of them. I have all the Dark Souls, but I'm like, and then I start off on Dark Souls 2 because
I don't hate myself that much.
Because obviously the Dark Souls 1 is fucking, it's a broken port apparently.
Oh really?
Yeah, and on top of that, it's
so is it originally console?
Yeah, it started off with Demon Souls
on
the PS3. Yeah,
that's right. I knew that.
And then Dark Souls 1 is a broken port for PC, and on top of that, it's just not as polished as Dark Souls 2 is, and apparently Dark Souls 2 is the best one.
I heard that before.
So that's why I started off on Dark Souls 2, and
then you just ruined everything for you. No one would play any of them.
Dark Souls 3 is definitely easier, from what I hear, but
think that was due to popular demand?
Probably,
yeah,
probably. But
you'd think if 2 was really the best one, you'd think that they would have just kind of, Fallout 4'd it and just copied it for 3, and not had to be less good. But maybe that's what
I think number 2 was the best one because of the options that you got. Because with Dark Souls 3, instead of starting with starting off with like 1 or 2 one flask, you start off with like 4 Essek flasks. So
for health, I'm assuming.
Yeah, which is for health. Yeah. So you start off with 4 essay classes. I think that's what. If I remember, that's what it's called. But I really do want. I want to get good at Dark Souls. I really fucking want to do because I really want to just beat it and say I beat Dark Souls. Because Chris was like, so you can't say thank you Dark Souls until you beat the game. I was like,
that's fair.
That's fair.
Is it okay to say it though? If
yeah,
you end up beating Bloodborne, because Bloodborne's coming out on PS4 Plus in a couple days. I'm re-downloading because I did buy it for. I fucked up. You warned me. I admit you and him both warned me. You said, "Hey, you're not gonna fucking like it. Don't waste your birthday present money on that." And I did. And then I was like, "It's too hard." It's like I gave up. But I'm glad it's free. I'm gonna play it again now. No. And I really want to actually try to beat it. Can I say, "Thank you, Dark Souls," if I beat Bloodborne? Which won't happen, but
probably not. I mean,
no.
You might have half credit. Half credit.
Thank you, Dark. Thank
you, Darkborn.
Thank Dark.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably get away with it, but I mean, I really want to beat Dark Souls, and I think
any of them or all of them.
I definitely want to beat all of them. If I get good at Dark Souls 2, I have confidence I can beat all of them.
If I still know you in 30 years, I'll take you out for a beer if you beat them all.
If I can get good at Dark Souls 2, I could probably beat all of them. But yeah, so I mean, as far as like I said, Switch games go, I think Metal Gear Solid would definitely be beneficial, especially for like people who don't own like PlayStation, and because it's like the way that Konami is going right now, it's going downhill. That'd probably be their saving grace, to where they remaster shit for the PS4 and the Switch.
Maybe. I could see. I'm not saying maybe.
It would be their saving grace, 100%. If they had.
It won't save them though. If
they had Metal Gear Solid 1
off the end
to Metal Gear Solid 5, if they fucking found a way to port that over to the Switch,
did a Street Fighter bundle, so to speak.
I think that honestly that would be my.
That'd be your buy-in.
That would be my buy-in for the Switch. That would definitely be my buy-in for the Switch.
Let me approach it like that. Is there a buy-in for me that would make me absolutely buy a Switch?
I'm already 99% there, bro. Like the thing that's stopping me is like I want to beat the 3DS games that I have right now, because I have 3 that I want to beat right now.
And if they put those in the library, then you can just put it there anyways.
And I barely fucking touch the thing, because the only time I ever touch the thing is like when I'm like doing something like watch, or if I'm on the bus going to New York, and then I barely even do that. Sometimes I'll just forget about it and watch movies, you know?
Yeah.
It's something about handhelds that fuck me up, you know?
The fact that you can plug it into your TV is what is awesome, and it has that quality is what's going to actually help.
Exactly. Because I really want to beat Ocarina of Time, and I want to beat that fucking Pokemon X, because I've already put in like 40 hours into that game and I still haven't beaten it. So it's like, and it's just the little things. I feel like I'm never going to touch my DS again, which I barely touch now, and it's just like it's just gonna be another thing where it's like I have to work towards, you know, because I'm already working towards how many games on the fucking PC.
Yeah.
I have over.
Well, no one will ever play all their games on PC. No one ever will.
Dude, Beastly doesn't even play any of the fucking games that he has on PlayStation. He has fucking PlayStation. You know what I mean? It's like
shit.
That's
same story here.
That is the struggle of being a gamer when you have access to money.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was younger, as a teenager, you know, like I got like, you know, whatever. I got like, you know, a couple dollars, you know, like $20 here and there, whatever, and I would save it up. So like I would always have a good amount of money saved because I got like $20 every week or 2 or some shit like that. Shit. Whatever.
Yeah, that's nice.
Like yeah, my mom.
You're rolling in the dough, dude.
I had like
damn.
I had like a little.
Parents loved you.
I had like a little box, right? My mom would like, you know, like every week my mom would put like $20 into it, and I would look in there and I'm like, oh no, I got more money. So it's like.
Wait, are you talking about a box, or are you calling her wallet a box?
No, I had like I had
like more money, mom's box wallet.
I legit had a little wooden box that my mom kept in a little fucking cabinet, and I had
Mike's money.
Yeah, and like I would just go in there and just check to see if she left anything. And I'd be like,
wait, was it meant for you?
It was meant for me.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, you're just going and stealing money that your mom was saving for.
It was meant for me.
Blown tires.
It was meant for me. It was like I guess my mom took it upon herself to give me like an allowance. I guess
that's cool.
So like, you know, she would like leave me $20, you know, for food or whatever.
Well, you're not in drugs
and like,
yet.
Yeah, like and like I wouldn't really need it like that, you know what I'm saying? Unless I was like actually going out after school, you know.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like I'm a kid. What the fuck am I gonna fucking go? I'm gonna go out to a fucking fancy restaurant every day. Yeah, so
that's what's up.
Ever since I was a kid, I was always good at saving money. Always, before I even had a job. So like I would always have like I could have like $200 saved up easily, and that was a lot of money for me back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I would always like go to the Game Champ, the local store that I used to go to, and then like I would look at games on sale, $15, $20, whatever, or if it was like a brand new game, that game I would play to the death.
Still 60, right?
Yeah, even if it was 60, I'd play that fucking game to the death until I got all the achievements, all the fucking whatever. So, like, I made sure I got my money's worth out of those games. You know what I'm saying? So, I never had to worry about other games to play.
I know, right? And then if you...
Nowadays,
it's
guilty. Like, I feel guilty for not playing the games. I feel guilty for buying the $30 expansion for fucking Fallout 4, and I didn't even touch it.
You never did? I thought you at least...
I tried to.
Oh, my God.
I fucking tried to.
You're ass.
I fucking tried to, bro, and it's like I've been so fucking occupied with so many goddamn. I have over 170 games on Steam.
Yeah, that's not just on Steam. I'm sure. Yeah,
on Steam alone. You know what I'm saying? Because of sales, like $5 there, $5 here, and that's the problem with us having access to money at this fucking day and age, where it's like, I'll play it eventually, and I never fucking play it.
Yeah, remember for me growing up, kind of same thing. So. I grew up as a military brat, so come like the holidays, my dad, there's 3 of us, me and my 2 brothers, so he'd get us a couple of games, sometimes 3, and so I remember one year that he got 3, I think I'm going to quote this right, he got us Ghost Recon 2.
Ghost Recon 2 is the shit.
It is, it's so good. He got us Ghost Recon 2, ATV Off-Road Fury 2, and Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, because we're Star Wars, it's Sin of the Bith. And oh man, dude, we played the shit out of ATV. ATV was that game, like it was literally for us what Rocket League is for a lot of people. That game where you're playing another game, and then you're like, okay, I need a break or I'm done. You just go and you fuck around on that. You know what I mean?
That's literally what Rocket League is for me right now.
And so exactly, so that's what that was for us. Then like the Star Wars one was, well, we easily beat that one. But then it came down to they kind of had like a. You know how Injustice, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, you had the 1v1 thing. They had a thing like that, but in Star Wars, you could 1v1 each other as different Sith or Jedi, but only Sith and Jedi, if I'm not mistaken. And then Ghost Recon, man, this is sad. I was so bad at shooters back then. Like, my buddy would invite me over to his garage to play. I could not play a PC worth the crap. He had like 2 or 3 PCs actually set up in his garage, if I'm not mistaken. But Ghost Recon 2, it took me either 9 months to a year to get through the first level because I sucked so bad and I didn't understand how to customize my loadouts, nothing. My buddy had to literally like draw down on a piece of paper at church how to do it and show me visually what the screen should look like because I was so bad. And then once I beat that first level, I actually started really rolling and I was like, oh, this is how a shooter works. Idiot me. It always turned into me killing off the other teammates to take the sniper every time. And sniping the whole way through. But that game, we played so much. We played the multiplayer a whole ton. Were there achievements for PS2?
No.
I don't think there were, right?
No.
Yeah, so we didn't...
Achievements didn't start till Xbox 360.
Okay.
And that's why I say, like, the Xbox 360 was the breaking point of how gaming is today. When it comes to party chat, when it comes to achievements, everything has achievements today because of the Xbox 360. Everything. You have fucking iPhone, you have Steam, you have PS3, PS4. All those games, all those systems have achievements because Xbox 360 brought that to them because it's like a dopamine. So it's like...
You can't live without it once you've had it.
Right. And I was a
You can't not chat, you can't not be online now.
I was a huge fucking achievement whore when fucking 360 came out because I was like, oh man, get this amount of kills in this game in this amount of time. I need to do this. I need to fucking max out the achievement. Bro, I was a fucking crackhead. And that was the thing where longevity comes into play.
He was a crackhead.
I was a crackhead. I smoked tons of crack when I played Xbox. So like that, and that was the dopamine that Xbox implanted in our brains, where it was like,
you can't live without this.
You can't do this because
were they ever initially free, or was it always a buy-in for Xbox Live or Xbox?
It was always
a buy-in.
It was always buy-in. So that was the thing where longevity came into play, where it's like, okay, cool, yeah, this game is 6 hours long, but you had these achievements that you needed to get afterwards. So they can get away with short games because most of the time PS3 games, Xbox 360 games were short, which is 6-7 hours to beat, which I didn't mind.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. Nowadays, it's like everything is like you need to put in 100 hours in this game to even fucking get done with it.
To get you know.
And that's what and that's another reason why I can't get through any of the games that I want to get through, because nowadays everything is fucking 100+ hours.
Yeah, it's
to,
like
to increase longevity.
Yeah.
Now they're not focusing on achievements anymore, because I don't give a fuck about achievements anymore. But now it's like, okay, you need to go to here, go to here, go to here, get this quest done, get this quest done, get this quest done. And that's basically where I was getting at with the whole open world aspect.
Yep.
It's like everything is trying to be an open world fucking game when I just want to like and Gary fucking hit. That's why I love Gary, because me and him like
we're referring to the Revolver Live podcast, by the way.
Revolver
Live.
Live.
Shit. If you don't watch it. Fuck us. Go watch.
That's why I love Gary, because he's like, I love games where I can just be done with it in 3 or 4 hours, and I'm done. I got my fix on a good storyline. That's how I am. Mm-hmm. But the games that I want to get to aren't that. Like, they're fucking like 100 hours plus, like The Witcher. Like, I really want to play The Witcher, but you know how many fucking hours like Briar put in 300+ hours in that game, and he's like, like
I'm sure he's nowhere you're done too. Probably,
he's done.
He's waiting on the last DLC. He said he's gonna hit that soon.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like,
to make it last. That's
like
he's doing that because he wants to make it last.
I put in over 600 hours into PUBG.
You did?
Yeah.
Loser.
I put in 600 hours plus into PUBG, and I feel like I'm shit.
I don't know why you bothered. China #1.
China #1, bro. I feel like I'm garbage in that game in comparison. I put in 600+ hours, and I'm like,
oh my god,
I'm decent, but I feel like I'm not that good. Same thing with Rocket League. I put in over 123 hours in Rocket League, and then plus whatever fucking I put on PlayStation. I put in 400+ hours into Rust.
I can't even imagine. Because think about those games, aside from Rocket League. Think about those games. They don't actually save anything when they reset, right? Once you reset,
Rust?
You're back at the bottom again. I know in Rust it was like that, but
Rust, it's like every month
it's
it restarts.
reset every day, right? Basically, every time you play, you're back at the bottom.
There's nothing new.
Your underwear and shit.
There's nothing new.
I can't imagine playing that.
It's just a multiplayer game. Rust is just PUBG is basically just it's a deathmatch type of game.
Yeah.
But it's so addicting, so you can't stop playing because you want to constantly renew your characters, huh?
How many chicken dinners you have?
Good amount. Probably, if I had to guess, Solo, not too many. Probably like 2 or 3. I rarely play solos.
Okay.
I mean, I've gotten probably like 2, 3 solos, chicken dinners maybe.
Nice.
I probably have like 30 chicken dinners in total.
I will be getting PUBG to play with you when I do get my PC, for sure. That, and I'm definitely gonna buy Sea of Thieves too. That looked incredible. Was it fun?
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and it's not even out yet, yeah.
God, I'm excited to see. I'm really nervous because I don't know if it was the Revolver Live podcast or the Destiny Community podcast, but one of them was saying that, I think it was the Destiny one, was saying that they have like the treasure maps and stuff, and what they're nervous about, which is an issue in Destiny, don't worry, this won't turn into a Destiny podcast, is that it turns into kind of like just the same thing every time and it doesn't change a whole lot. I really hope that the guys who make this are really good at making things vary in an interesting way, not just.
That's why
look for this riddle islands. Oh, it's referring to these islands. Okay, now look, go to the sunset and you'll hit this eventually.
That's why I asked Brandon. I was like, they're gonna have quests and shit, right, in this game, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool, because it's like.
But are they gonna be?
Because I was having a lot of fun. But after like the first 5 or 6 hours, I was like,
is there gonna be a big PvE component to it, or is it mostly gonna be PvP?
I hope it's only PvP.
Okay.
Because that would be boring.
You hope it's only PvP?
Yes, I hope it's only PvP because that.
I meant to ask, I think there's gonna be much PvE aspect to it.
Well, no,
because I feel like that's only a quest would be interesting. It's like you're going to visit and help other people, kind of like Witcher, so to speak. But like,
it's more of it's more of an MMO. So
okay.
So like I hope it's not a fucking PvE because it's already kind of boring by itself, just waiting for shit to happen because you're not always gonna see ships.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, I really want to see a ship right now so I can fuck them up, you know. So it's like. That's what I was like waiting for, you know what I'm saying? I really want to see a ship right now so I can fucking just annihilate them. But then it's like, okay, we're just going to this island. It's a lot of fun, dude. It's a lot of fucking fun. But obviously the test servers are going to be so limited.
Yeah,
so it's
of
like,
course.
so it's
Which
like,
was the point of it.
After 6 or 7 hours of playing, I'm like, I think I'm ready to take a break. You know? But I had a lot of fun.
Was everyone else kind of in the same boat, or were there some that are like,
I don't know.
Keep going?
I don't know. I'm sure Brandon was having a good time with it too. But it's like, I'm just like, I notice when shit gets repetitive.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. And there's a repetitive you want to do, and a repetitive.
It's a repetitive that I want to do, and there's a repetitive I'm just like, this is getting.
Yeah,
really
I
repetitive.
believe
It's like, okay.
you resubscribed to WoW, right?
Yes.
Yeah, repetitive.
It's not really repetitive though, because
You know, you're not gonna have to grind a whole lot to get up to shit.
Why?
Catch up to peeps.
Well, I'm playing with fucking veteran players that have been playing this shit
So
since we were 12, 13 years old.
Drag you through it, get you up to level real quick. Wait, is there trading in that game? Can you give shit to people and shit? Oh, okay, so you're good then.
When I first subscribed to WoW, it was in 2011, 2012, where everybody played for like a while already, and about 2 months in, everybody stopped playing. So I stopped playing. So they grinded me up to like level 70.
Okay.
And then I stopped playing.
Was it an easy grind having people?
Well, yeah, because I had refer a friend, so they grinded me up pretty quick.
Oh, okay. So it had buffs or something.
I had a lot of
free
fun
gifts
with it.
or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
the thing is, it was so long ago where like I played for like such a short amount of time where it was like.
There's probably still something, man. Some sort.
Yeah, there is.
System.
There is,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
there is. So, it's $15 a month, so it's like whatever, I can swing that shit, you know, like it's not a big deal. But I mean, I'm obviously gonna play whenever the guys are playing.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, for Sea of Thieves, it's like obviously from what I got out of it, it's like okay, after 6 or 7 hours, like okay, we're waiting, we're fucking going through these seas, it's fine.
I played every song I can on my accordion.
Yeah, it's like I'm playing this.
It was an accordion.
I'm
right?
just waiting. I'm waiting to get to this island so I can get treasure, so I can get gold.
And hope you don't get robbed on the way.
Yeah, and it's like you don't even see that many people. Like it's like, and then when you do, you're like, oh my god, let's go towards them.
Let's kill them all.
Let's fucking call. And then they're like running away.
Look, people, let's kill them.
It's like they're running away. It's like, oh no, it's like maybe we shouldn't because we have some stuff on board. It's like, fuck that. I want to fuck people up.
Like, yeah, you know, it's like you'll get to keep the treasure, right?
It's like, I don't
even
even...
going to reset when the game comes out?
I think it might be able to keep your shit, yeah.
Oh, okay, that'd be good. That'd be considered.
But still, I want to fuck people up.
Of course.
Dude, me and Brandon's wife fucked these motherfuckers up the other day, yesterday. We're like, oh, there's a ship right here. Puff, 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 puff. We're just fucking their shit up, and they try to fuck us up, and it's like, no, you're gonna sink, bitch. me and Alicia fucked shit up, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, we fucked it up. But no, dude, it was a lot of fun. But I just hope there's a lot more to it
than just hey, go to some islands. Hey, go to this specific cave, dig it up, get it back safe.
Because then that's when that game becomes Destiny. Where it's just like
Destiny 2, not 1.
Destiny 2.
One
where it's
vanilla.
like, man, a month has gone by and I feel like I'm doing the same shit over and over again.
Mm-hmm. It is. I've actually backed off Destiny a lot. Believe it or not, actually. I've been going to bed at a normal time now instead of no liking it. But
Destiny 1's the GOAT.
it's the best.
And I didn't even play as hardcore as you did.
Best. Dude, what was so great about Destiny 1 was that by the time you got to year 3, everything more or less had been perfected. The only thing I needed to change was sandbox issues. You know, this gun's underperforming, this gun's over. You know, but the game itself was perfect. The grind was perfect. The weapons were awesome. You had a reason to try to get the same weapons over and over because the perks would change. The gear looked good. You wanted to get the gear. You wanted to get the ornaments. You know, you wanted to show off and be like, yeah, I'm a vet player. Look at this shit, you piece of shit scrub, you know? And then when Destiny 2 came about...
Everything was catered to...
marketing.
Casual players.
All marketing for Destiny 2.
Yeah, it's all marketing. It's like, buy this to get this shit.
And even, like, even if they did that, I could have justified that if the game didn't... If vanilla, or Destiny 2 vanilla wasn't Destiny 1 vanilla fixes. You know, everything that was wrong with Destiny 1 vanilla, because they were already making the game after Destiny 1 came out. Mm-hmm. So if they didn't just cater to a few things that was a problem in Destiny 1 vanilla, if they had kept everything, all the features they had at the end of Destiny 1's life cycle, brought it to 2, which I understand some things couldn't have been there because of a year or whatever, but if they'd have done that, it would have been perfect. But It's not, but they are making changes. That's the thing with Destiny 1. The vanilla was so bad, they had to evolve. They had a whole change a year later, and Destiny 2 is making slow steps to do that quicker than they did in Destiny 1.
Here's what I'm saying though. Destiny 2, they're not giving that free pass anymore. They can't
for what? For free pass
for being shitty in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
To getting good.
They
can't do that anymore because they've already gotten that free pass from Destiny 1, where it's like, this is shitty. Okay, taking Kings here. Oh man, this game's fucking amazing. Mm-hmm. You can't go from a fucking amazing to shitty and then going to amazing again, because now that's how you lose your fucking fan base.
And
because now you know what your fucking fans want. So why are you gonna go back to being a shitty vanilla to go into a shitty 2 expansions, which I heard Christopher Cyrus was fucking garbage, and you're gonna
more or less,
and probably the next one is gonna be fucking garbage.
Well, here's the thing. So the thing that
it's like because the big changes are not coming to the
story.
Right.
The game stayed the same. The story was not interesting.
The story was good for Destiny 2.
Cyrus.
For Destiny 2, the story was great.
Yeah.
The story was really good.
Yeah.
I will say that. I'm like, wow, the storyline is definitely way more captivating than it was for Destiny 1. But it's like, yeah, okay, cool, it beat the story. Let's fucking level up and fucking get ready for raid. And it's like, cool. It's like, I gotta wait a week to fucking get my shit. Cool. Okay, I did all my stuff. What do I do? PvP? Oh man, we all hate fucking PvP because it's not fucking cliche fucking gaming fucking PC
Team
PvP.
Shoot,
It's just not a good. That's just not a good PvP. It's just not a good classic PvP. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just unbalanced. I feel like it's broken. Like,
truth is, if you take that for PC, I can understand where you come from as a PC gamer. As a Destiny player, I can tell you that the game, compared to Destiny 1 PvP, is overly balanced because there's zero excitement to it. There's no reason to get excited when you're playing PvP. You can have moments where like you get a handful of kills, but only because other people were melted halfway before you got to them and cleaned them up. That's the thing. They took a game where people said, "Hey, we got this problem with these weapons. We want to use them more." So they gave, more of those weapons. Time to kill is way too quick. So they slowed it down to where you gotta basically put 2 clips into someone, and it feels like fucking The Division.
Yo, I swear to God, it feels like forever for me to get a kill, and then somebody will fucking like 3-tap me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I just don't feel like it's balanced. Like, I just feel like it's just out of whack. In comparison, to like a Call of Duty game, which, it's not the best fucking PvP, but it's fucking balanced. You know what I'm saying? Guns kill. You shoot somebody, you kill them. Where you have Titans, they have fucking like 10 resistance. Where you have like a fucking Hunter who has like 2 resilience. Or like a fucking... And then you have like a Warlock, he has like fucking... Recovery. Yeah. Recovery is like fucking instant. And it's like, where does it fucking stop? Where do I know when to go against a Titan face to face fucking 1v1? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit.
That's just it. There are no 1v1s, and that's what makes the game blow. I mean, there are 1v1s, but because of how the maps are structured, it's deliberately set up where you have to team shoot. So if you're going 1v1 and his buddy shows up, you will lose. It doesn't matter how much you melted him. The minute someone gets a second set of guns on you, it's over. And that takes away from the magic of Destiny 1, where it was like, I turn around, I snipe you, I turn around, hand cannon you at a ridiculous distance because it's broken. Whereas now in this game, that's negatively broken.
See, that's what I'm saying. They could try to fucking balance the game all they fucking want as far as PvP. It's not going to be balanced when you have a fucking Titan who's 10 resilience and you have a fucking Hunter who's 2 resilience.
Here's the thing, though. Truthfully, that actually doesn't make a difference. The agility and the resilience doesn't make a difference. The difference is the recovery. That's the only thing that differentiates all the classes.
The fuck? That's strange. We were just talking about Destiny and this happens.
Who's Lindsay? Is it Lohan?
Who the fuck?
Are you doing Lohan?
Who the fuck is Lindsay? Who the fuck is Lindsay?
You want to go to our next topic, man?
Yeah, let's do it.
That was awesome ramble. That was great.
It was a great ramble, dude. That's what I'm saying. We're fucking meant for this. Hey,
okay.
Hey.
So this one was mine, and it kind of ties into our third topic. So I'll mention both, but I do want to focus on this one initially. So the first topic is who killed DC as far as movies go, Zack Snyder or Christopher Nolan? And it seems like an obvious answer. Now, the second topic we're probably going to bleed into is DC versus Marvel TV shows. And what makes one better than the other? Is one better than the other? What's preferred, etc. So, for who killed DC, Zack Snyder, Christopher Nolan, who would you say and why?
So Zack Snyder did, obviously, Superman.
The Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
Mm-hmm. I believe he had a hand in the Justice League, if I'm not mistaken. And I honestly, I think he's had his hand in kind of everything lately, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But.
I'm going to go with Christopher Nolan.
Mm-hmm.
Why I say that is because, yes, Christopher Nolan only did Batman.
Mm-hmm.
But why I say Christopher Nolan killed DC, like, in a good way, obviously, just in case fucking anybody watches, there's nobody's watching. But...
You're breaking the fourth wall, shut up.
But the reason I have to go with Christopher Nolan is because, like I said, is Christopher Nolan made you seem like you were watching a completely different movie.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't watching a Batman movie. You were watching a Christopher Nolan movie.
Mm-hmm.
When you're watching Zack Snyder, if you're watching Man of Steel, Justice League, you know you're fucking watching a goddamn superhero movie.
Yep.
So Christopher Nolan made people who are not superhero fans
stuff. Yeah.
into that fucking movie specifically, especially when it comes to the Dark Knight, the Dark Knight specifically because of Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
So Heath Ledger obviously stole the show. Christian Bale was non-existent in that movie. He was just a fucking dude who talked really fucking loud and fucking try to mask his voice like a little asshole. So, like I said, like you go into that movie and you don't feel like you're watching a Batman movie. You literally feel like you're watching like fucking Inception, and just the theme of it. It was just so dark. The tone, it was super dark. There was no fucking uppity fucking bullshit. It was.
Yeah, there was nothing that
there was nothing that made you
like, oh, this is so
this
sweet.
This is so funny. This is not. Yeah,
none that gave you a lighthearted feel.
It was dark. Everything about it was dark, and that's how Batman should be. Mm-hmm. That's what Batman is meant to be. So
my answer, would be the same. Christopher Nolan. In the same vein, because I feel like he did something.
He set the fucking bar.
Exactly.
He set the fucking bar.
Exactly. And then you cannot have storytelling be right here and then come up with a Superman movie with a sad attempt to come across as dark and serious when everybody's approaching Superman or Man of Steel, but Superman with the dun 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 bum 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 Boy Scout shit. You know what I mean? You can't try to meet it by saying, "Oh, look, Superman can be depressed. Superman can run away from his problems," because that's kind of actually out of character. What is that, Lindsay?
Strange.
Oh wow! I don't think it's Lindsay. I think that's Lando. That's a man. That's a man. But and then I haven't seen Justice League. So you haven't seen Man of Steel. I have. You've seen Justice League. I haven't. But if I was going to go off the tone of I watched Wonder Woman. You've seen Wonder Woman, right?
Yes. No, I've seen bits and pieces. I was watching it. See, I started watching when it was just in theaters, and I was watching on my Fire Stick, and it was shitty quality, so I just watched like half of it, and then I stopped watching it. Yeah.
It was good. It was not Christopher Nolan good, of course, but
I'm gonna tell Lindsay to watch us on podcast when I get the chance.
do it now. I can keep talking. You're good.
No, go ahead.
But but that's the thing though. Like you mentioned earlier. Part of what drags you into it is that dark tone. Any of his movies have that serious tone. Not necessarily dark per se, but always have very serious tone.
He hasn't come out with a movie in a while.
He hasn't, yeah. He came out... What is the last thing he came out with? I don't know.
I want to say Inception.
Really? Okay, maybe.
That was the last big movie he did.
Nah, I think Dark Knight Rises came out after that. I feel like it did.
But it's...
It might. For the same time frame, anyway. But yeah. But in that same vein, though, about talking about how dark it was, as dark as Batman can be, and should be, it's definitely gone to Marvel as far as TV shows go. Movies, fucking Marvel doesn't measure when it comes to tone.
No, when it comes to tone, when it comes to TV shows, Marvel fucking kills it.
They do, absolutely.
Marvel fucking kills it because realistically, Marvel is a darker like when it comes to the characters like X-Men, X-23, Elektra, Daredevil, Punisher. They all have a darker tone to it. When you think of DC, you're like, oh, DC definitely has the darker fucking tone to it, but it's like, no, not really. Only dark tone of DC is really Batman. Mm. And that's where all the major villains are at. Is fucking Batman. And
even like some of the TV shows like Arrow, where they do tend to go darker. So here's the thing, you could approach this kind of a topic about tone from the cinematic aspect, where you look at the movies and the shows, or from the origin aspect. Yeah. I know how you feel about comic books now. Shit. Comic books. If you're gonna look at comic books, then overall, I wouldn't necessarily say one is darker than the other, and I really think about it. But if I'm going to think about who has more dark characters, it probably lean toward Marvel. But just because they do have things like Daredevil and Punisher, who I'd give it to because they both are dark in the comic books. Right, but Daredevil, I mean, more sense Elektra too. Not even Daredevil, because Daredevil doesn't kill. Oh, I'm referring more to like he is a night vigilante. His thing was, his whole origin is marred by tragedy with himself and his father. That's what I'm talking like the tone, actual dark story.
So if you want to go down that route, Logan.
Okay, so here's the thing. Are you talking about movie or comic book? Both? Okay. With the X-Men's origins, not X-Men origins, but with the origin of X-Men comics, they're actually pretty lighthearted. I'm talking OG. I'm talking OG, colorful art.
Any OG is really lighthearted. Even Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, any OG, really. Because if you want to go down that route, then technically Spider-Man is dark because he lost his parents and then he lost Uncle Ben.
Which the thing about that though, while I do agree, you can never actually throw his parents out there because it's never actually brought as something. The thing is always his uncle's what pushes the edge.
Uncle Ben. Yeah. But the thing is with Spider-Man, like Deadpool, he's a comedic superhero.
I don't even think he's comedic. I think he's just lame, man.
It depends on the Spider-Man.
You open up a Spider-Man comic book and all you see is thought bubbles, man.
Motherfucker. The goddamn motherfucker lost his goddamn girl in the middle of a battle.
And all he can do is
the bitch broke her neck.
Think about it.
She broke her goddamn neck when he was trying to save her.
She shouldn't have been such a dumbass.
Well, that wasn't her fault.
She had a flimsy neck.
Yeah, you're right.
Genetics.
Right. But the motherfucker just you try to save her and it snapped her fucking neck.
Was it like, that's right, it was like that for Gwen, right?
Gwen Stacy. That was his first actual love. And people don't really know about Gwen Stacy like that.
Not like that, no. They know of her, but not like that.
They know of her, but they know Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like the most iconic.
Kristen Dunst. Ugh.
That was one of the most iconic scenes in superhero history as far as Marvel, because I was like, yo, Gwen Stacy dead? Like
that bitch dead.
That's fucked up.
That bitch dead.
Yeah, that bitch snapped her neck. and that was another reason. And actually, that was one of the reasons why Andrew Garfield didn't agree to do another.
He's such an idiot. But even then, he wasn't built for the role anyways. Yeah. He was too cool.
No, but he was a good Spider-Man.
He did a good job. I did enjoy him, actually. I enjoyed him much more than Tobey Maguire.
Because he was cool, but he was still funny and nerdy at the same time.
I wouldn't even say he was nerdy. He was just cool.
Exactly. He played the perfect balance.
I wouldn't say he was nerdy, though. He wasn't a dork.
But he was the perfect balance.
He wasn't a balance if he wasn't dorky enough or nerdy enough. They made him say some smart scientific shit, like when he visited Oscorp. But he wasn't a nerdy. But the thing is,
Spider-Man is a fucking...
There's no balance.
The Spider-Man was always a comedic fucking superhero, though.
But that's where you have to give it to. Not saying you weren't, but you have to give it to this new guy. What's his name?
I don't know the name.
The current guy.
See,
Avengers guy. Him.
The thing is,
because he's awkward. That's what makes it good.
I need to watch...
You haven't seen the Avengers? Civil War.
So I haven't seen the Civil War yet.
You can't even talk about this then. We're skipping this topic altogether. We can go back to TV shows if you'd like. We won't talk about movies.
I almost watched it and something happened where I didn't watch it. But I was supposed to see it with an ex-girlfriend. I was supposed to see it with an ex-girlfriend. It didn't happen.
Well, I'm glad you lost your virginity instead that night. No, okay.
I lost my virginity yesterday.
Yesterday. She's my ex for a different reason. Okay.
DC versus Marvel.
That was like the whole.
I mean, we pretty much were.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
any of that.
Universal console.
Yes, this was your topic.
I need to take a piss for this.
Yeah, I just did that in my beer mug. That's why I walked out. You were talking about Destiny. I was like, if you're gonna shit on Destiny, I'm gonna piss in this mug.
I'm gonna drink it.
Flank it out of outrage. So you're taking a piss right now, and I figured I'd just enjoy a little bit of this telephonic entertainment. Look at that chin. So prepubescent. I sincerely hope that he cuts and edits certain things, but not that. Love you, bro. Yes!
I wish our viewers stuck around. Like, you're not fucking assholes.
Shit got good. So, this is your topic. Universal console.
Okay.
Please do. Take the stage on this.
Okay, so Universal console, obviously mean you were going to agree with the both.
I don't know. Let's go. I want to hear what you have to say first before I decide to agree or disagree.
Obviously, PS4. I mean, let's just be real.
Wait, are you talking about... Wait, so I thought you were talking... So, is the topic that there should be one console to rule them all?
Yes, and I say PS4. Why?
Uh-huh. Because Metal Gear's Fallen.
No, because... yes.
Gotta think with your solid, bro.
But...
I knew it.
No, but yes, Xbox did start the whole trend with online gaming, and pretty much was like the pioneer of pretty much everything how gaming is today. They are. Xbox 360 set the standards.
That's fair.
They fucking did. Like 100%.
And if you think about it,
mastered
nothing
it.
really changed
They mastered
moving forward other than just fidelity of graphics and sound and story. That's all that's ever
they
changed.
mastered
It's
it.
still
and
basically
and
advanced
it
360s.
caused PS4 to sell their soul to the devil. So they mastered it, yes.
In charge for PlayStation
But
9.
PS4 took that and fucking just said, hey, we're going to take everything that's good and make it ours. As far as exclusives.
Being user-friendly, having user-friendly UIs.
User-friendly UIs, yep. And it's just so simple. And literally, Xbox doesn't, like, they've come out with fucking Xbox One S, Xbox X, and it just doesn't, and it's like they don't have any games to back it up for. They have every game that PS4 has. There's literally no exclusives that even fucking can compete with PS4, and PS4 has VR.
Up to this point, the only two games that have been of interest to me as far as I wish I had an Xbox but I still wouldn't buy one would be Cuphead, because it looks cool, which I'll never beat.
If you had a PC, you can fucking play anyway.
And Sea of Thieves, same story.
Same
Which
story.
I am buying a PC, so I can still play those games and still not
That's
have
what
to
I'm
buy into
saying.
the Xbox.
Which is backing up for what Breyer said. It's like, if you have a PC, there's no need for an Xbox.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
There's no need for an Xbox.
And then I wouldn't even have to buy a PlayStation
the only
VR
reason,
headset anymore either.
The only reason you would need an Xbox is for Halo. That's it.
Didn't they bring that to console to PC? I'm pretty sure I heard that they did.
They
I think I heard that on my other
They
podcast.
have Halo 1 and 2 on PC, but I haven't seen any of the rest.
I'd have to look online because I feel like they
I don't know.
either did or
I don't know if the
they're
Master
about
Chief
to
Collection
release
is on PC. I doubt it. If that were the case, I would have had it by now. Because I love
Yeah,
Halo.
fair enough.
I love Halo. I actually have the original.
Maybe it's
I have the original
I feel like it is
Xbox
something.
back at home in New York.
You gotta bring that down.
The first.
You got
Xbox.
too many consoles in your house. Someone's gonna rob you. They'd be like,
Yeah, because I'm not gonna buy another
Shit.
Xbox if I have it in my house.
Yeah. So, while if there was one universal console, I would agree with you. I disagree that there should be a universal console. And
Why is that?
here's why. You have the Xbox 360 come out, changes everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the next generation, PS4, like you said, makes everything better. Come
Right.
the next generation, Xbox 2 or PlayStation 5 or whatever, for all we know, Xbox is going to take everything good and maybe even invite new features to be the new dopamine, like you mentioned earlier, to make everyone want an Xbox. I think as long as there's competition and a console
There's
war,
always going to be competition.
a
Always.
console. Well, you're saying if there's one universal console, then what is there to make better at any point? Let's
Right.
just say that they won't just keep doing the same basic thing, maybe giving you better graphics.
It's
but not bring new
it's
features.
unrealistic, but this is more of like a if you were to choose a universal console,
If I were to,
yeah,
it would be PlayStation
Because-
for this reason.
because
I like their controller
be-
more. That's the only reason why.
Because here's the fucking thing, right?
Here's the thing: if there's
There-
one universal console,
there's
then
ob-
all the games would come over anyway.
Because there's obviously a way, because we've known from fucking Fortnite that there is a way to cross-platform from Xbox to PlayStation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh shit, people realize that there's a fucking cross-platform. We need to fucking turn this off. So why the fuck are you gonna turn it off when it's like it's there? It's there, you know what I'm saying?
That's because of Xbox. Well, that's Sony, really.
But it's
really
bullshit.
Sony.
It's fucking bullshit. It's like you have that option to do that. I'm not saying we're not saying
Gives
all
to the player, right?
We're not saying all games to fucking do that, but at least some games, right? Like how PC and Xbox, some games you can fucking cross-platform.
And PC and PS4, some games, yeah.
Right, exactly. So
Yeah.
why not give some people that satisfaction? I'm not saying that to end the console war completely, because you're always going to be a competition. There's been a console wars since the fucking beginning of the goddamn time. Since fucking Sega Genesis, NES, Super NES, everything.
But they
So-
always got better by having competition. And
Right.
if there's one universal
Of course,
console
of
and all
course.
games are on one console, that company is always going to do what makes the most money, and that is do the least amount of work and charge the most amount of money.
Of
That's
course.
why you need to have. I can't agree with the idea of a universal
No,
console.
of course.
But if I were to have to choose, it would be PlayStation because I like
Of
their
course, because
knobby
they're
controller.
dominating the game right now.
No, just the controller.
But the Switch, they're fucking coming in, taking that shit right now. They're like, yo, let me get that, let me get this, let me
But
get
as far as
that.
a potential universal, it could be something like the Switch, but it'd have to be a second or third generation Switch
Because yeah,
because they need to change the hardware.
they need to fucking
upgrade.
they need to get with the times already, bro. It's like Nintendo has been so far back with the times as far as like online gaming. It's ridiculous.
They can only go
It is
with a
fucking
novel
ridiculous.
idea every other generation for so long until it's like,
Bro.
oh wow, they came out with something where you could have a wrist screen, but it still doesn't go online.
Bro, it's
You know what I mean?
2018 and
They can't speak
Nintendo
to
still has not mastered online gaming.
Chat.
What in the
basic
fuck?
Chat.
What in the fuck?
Have you ever seen the videos of setting up a chat?
Mm-mm.
Watch Boogie2988. He does the Fat Guy Francis rage, where he has a Switch, and he actually at the end he smashes his Switch, but he actually swaps it out for like a shit tablet,
Yeah.
without people knowing. But has a Switch, and he's like, all right, I'm just trying to plug it, and he has his phone, he has headphones from the phone, he has wires going to the thing, and he's like, oh, that didn't download. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, who's doing that? And the purpose of the Switch is the comfort of mobility. If
Right.
you look at Apple, the comfort of mobility is you got your phone, maybe a case that has a charger on it, and your headphones, maybe an Apple Watch. That's it. Simple, clean. And even then, you can go with Bluetooth earbuds nowadays, pretty cheap, less than $100. And then you go to the Switch, which has, yeah, sure, you got the Bluetooth Joy-Cons. Yeah, you got a little kickstand. But then, if you want to talk to somebody, you have to, one, be on Wi-Fi. Two, you have to actually plug something in to your phone, to your ears.
Mhm.
It's like, how the hell are you this far behind?
That's what I'm saying. It's like Nintendo has been around.
Fucked.
Nintendo's been around fucking longer than fucking PlayStation and Xbox.
They should be ahead of everyone. They should be coming out with ideas
Dude,
before.
Dreamcast was a fucking ahead of its time.
Never had that.
Dreamcast. I never had it either, but I just know from like playing it and shit like that. It was always ahead of its time, and it's like PlayStation and Xbox mastered that. They fucking took that and they mastered. They took shit from PC, they took shit from Dreamcast, they took shit from Xbox, and they just mastered it. And it's like, then you have the Wii, where it's like nothing is really online.
But you can make a me character.
That's cool, but Okay, cool. Whatever.
And then you can put a little bar on your TV to
okay, cool.
track
Whatever.
you.
The Wii and the Wii U didn't have online.
Right.
You have the Switch where it's like.
I think it did get online, but just to update.
Right. That's it.
That's literally it.
But you have the Switch now in competition with the Xbox One and the PS4, where you still cannot online with friends.
And the only thing that's
Why?
competitive about it is the novelty of being mobile. Like I said, novelty can only take you so far for so long before people say you're never bringing anything actually new and useful.
The thing is, Nintendo could back up their exclusives with Zelda, Mario, and then
Which they already have put out 2 of those already, and they did a Mario Kart.
As long as they have those 2 specific exclusives, Nintendo will never fall.
But here's the thing, you can say that. Now, while this isn't exactly in the same vein because of Kojima, I get that, but Konami's only going to go so far right now with their 2 franchises.
Right.
And even though it's different, like I said, with Kojima, the whole debacle there, I think that those games will only take Nintendo so far. I think
But Nintendo didn't fucking fire their main
exactly.
money
Like I
maker.
said, there's that. But point being, I don't think those games are going to carry them another generation. Like the next console that comes out, just because they have a new set of those. If
Mario's
it's still
been
a
out since
behind
1985,
console,
dog.
but no one wants to pay $400 or $500 for a console that doesn't do as good as 2 other consoles that have way more games.
I would.
You haven't even bought a Switch yet.
I'm going to because of fucking Mario Odyssey.
You said what would buy you in.
That would
Mario.
100%. I would 100% buy me is Metal Gear Solid. If they brought Metal Gear Solid to the Switch,
I got you.
that would have been like, all right, yo, dog, all right. I got so many games because they're coming out. They're coming out with another Super Smash Brothers this year.
That actually is really exciting.
I'm excited about that.
That's exciting.
I would definitely get. There's so many games I want to get for the Switch, but it's like, yo, they're all $60.
And you're waiting for them to come out. They did not have enough of all they had really for the beginning was Zelda going for them.
Zelda and Mario Odyssey.
Right,
those are
a little bit later.
those are 2
It didn't
classics.
It didn't drop on release.
No, it dropped the same fucking year though.
Same year, yeah.
Right.
But still, people who know life a game got that game. Not saying 100%, probably 90% of it, and they're kind of just waiting around for something new and exciting to play that they can have replayability, and then Mario Odyssey came out. They didn't have good enough a lineup.
They didn't need to though because the Switch dropped in March.
Yeah.
They came out with Zelda that same year, the same month, and then Mario Odyssey came out in September.
Game, yeah.
Those are 2 classics, 2 fucking instant classics within the same year. The Switch has already sold 20 million copies,
Fair enough.
and it's only been a year.
I still think they're gonna need at least a couple of more generations before I would buy it. And I do actually really want to play some of those games, but I need a more perfected piece of hardware before I do it. I'm not saying
It
their shit
doesn't
isn't good
need
as
to
far
be
as I
perfect.
am.
It's already perfect.
It
doesn't need
those features.
It doesn't need. Listen, it doesn't necessarily need online gameplay for it to be perfect. Yes, they need to. Nintendo really does need to focus on online gameplay to kind of sell more people into like, all right,
People like me.
where you actually want to play online. Yes, but as far as
Go ahead. I'll get you a bottle.
it's okay, we lost our viewer anyway. We had a viewer for a while.
No, they didn't. They didn't like your opinions. Probably my opinions. Probably like, this dude's an idiot. It's probably Pursley. You guys are fucking idiots. Is there anybody in the chat, by the way?
No, nobody said anything in the chat.
Are you gonna rip things like this out?
What's
Or
that?
are you gonna just post the whole thing to YouTube?
I'll post the whole thing to YouTube.
Okay. Make one of those rounds of a bottle.
Lindsay hasn't responded back to me, bitch.
Who?
Lindsay, yeah.
It's a dude.
She goes, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 25. How old are you?
Old enough to not fall into jail.
Yeah, she goes, I got your username from the profile server search here because I was bored of playing and looking for new people to talk to. How old are you?
That's really weird. I would not even answer. That's creepy.
I want her to watch my podcast.
You should have just said that right off the bat instead of saying how old you were. But I'm 25. Hey, you should watch this. The baby gotta eat. The baby gotta eat. Oh my goodness. Okay. Do you want to keep talking, or do you want to move on to another topic?
Hold on a second. I'm trying to see if I could advertise this on fucking Instagram.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do it more. I'm gonna take like a couple of clips, good clips, minute-long clips, and I'm gonna post them on my thing, so that I actually have like some for people to see, and then link in the description, yada yada. Because it's not like I use my Twitch anywhere. Well, actually, I can still use my YouTube. Will I be able to post this to my YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to get it to you.
Are you down to at least clip out like some of this, like this whole, the part where you went to pee, the part where I did this bottle thing? That way it's not as weird on
Yeah,
YouTube.
I can edit it. If anything.
It won't be like difficult, will it? Okay.
I should be able to edit it. Yeah. But
I'm not gonna say that. No, when I say perfect, the Switch needs to perfect its hardware. I'm not saying that their hardware's perfect because they never have glitches. Yes, sir, I get that. What I mean is features. When they perfect their hardware as far as having the features that I'm accustomed to, dopamine. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The dopamine drip of multiplayer. And even then, I don't necessarily need multiplayer so much as I love to have a chat. Even when I'm playing like Destiny, and I'm playing solo, or I'm playing Hellblade, and I'm playing solo, I love to be in a chat with somebody just to make the monotony of, you know, doing this go more smoothly, go more enjoyable, you know? There have been times where I was just grinding and I got in a conversation with someone, and anytime I like would pass that spot, I'd think about that conversation, you know what I mean?
yeah.
That's just kind of like one of those weird association things, word association type things, you know? But once that comes, I will very seriously consider getting it. Until then, I'll just be happy with the PC when I get it.
Yeah. The reason I want to get a Switch is just because I'm gonna be going to a fucking unit, new command where I'm gonna be traveling a lot. So, because Chris is like, it's kind of dangerous to have a Switch because he has a Switch. He's like, because you're gonna be playing games at the wrong time.
For sure, yeah.
So,
if I had a Switch, I absolutely would be using it at work because like for work, because how busy it is to get.
Because it doesn't feel like a
traffic.
handheld console. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a handheld console.
So I'd have a use for it if I had it now, but I want more features to satiate what I have.
I just need to see where I'm at with gaming in general. All right, let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah. What featured games are we excited about? So, after having
this shouldn't be too long of a topic, so
no.
Yeah.
With having experienced the glories of Outlast 2 with you when you came over, I absolutely can't wait for Agony to come out.
Yo, dude, Agony is gonna be fucking sick.
That game, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, so definitely Agony. Any type of spook type of games, you know.
For me, I wouldn't say any. I really want that realistic feel to it. So, like that game you were playing, even though it wasn't a spook game, it had that one scare, the one with the little kid and the teddy bear.
Yeah, we haven't beaten it yet.
Like it only had one spook in it when you rounded that corner and you thought there was a fucking person standing there. Like if a game looks cartoony like that, it's not a scary game I'd be into.
It's a short game too.
Or like that one you did with the paintings. That's something I would actually be into playing.
And it was only like a 3-hour game.
But was there replayability to it though?
Yeah, there's replayability.
But you're doing the same shit.
There's like
though,
6 endings.
Okay, that's what.
There's like 6 fucking endings to it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna play this game 6 fucking times. It's like
yeah.
I'm
specifically do things to get an ending. Yeah.
It's like I'm good with just one scoops.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's the game's not that interesting where I want to know what the fuck happens.
Yeah.
You know, it was good. It was good for a while, like, you know, whatever the fuck I did, and that was that. You know, because I only paid $1 technically for it.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, because I paid
like in a bundle set or something.
Yeah, because I paid $10 for 10 spook games.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So I was like, and actually, Dead by Daylight was one of them, which was a $20 game, and I only paid $1 for it.
Oh yeah. Sure.
You know, put like 9 hours into it with my friends. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that game looks fun. I want to try that one. That looks fun.
So much fun. I bought the Michael Myers fucking pack and everything. It was fucking
Myers.
I was fucking killing motherfuckers with that shit. That shit was dope. Michael Myers is broken as shit.
He OP as fuck.
He's OP as fuck. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to God of War because
yes. Oh man, I'm not even into the series or anything.
I love the God of War series. I can let you borrow it. I have it for PS3.
I started watching the playthroughs of it, so I can appreciate the story a little better. But from what I can tell, it's just him going to Norseland.
It's just so much
doing,
fun.
And doing Norse lore, which
it's
I love.
They're all such fucking good games. All of them are such good games. I have the collector's edition for PS3, where they remastered 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. And yeah, they're great. So I can't wait for that.
That'll be good.
Definitely can't wait for The Last of Us 2.
I can't wait to watch you play it, because I did not enjoy
see those games. Those games are gonna give me a reason to play PS4 more.
Yeah, for sure. Those exclusives. Xbox
exclusives. Because the thing is, like, yes, I have friends that play PS4, but it's not like how it is on like PC for me, where it's like, especially when it comes to certain games on PC, where it's like, there are games you won't find on PC that you won't find on PS4. There's just like indies, I don't know, a lot of indies and stuff like that, and just a lot of the experience on PC is a lot better on the PC. Like as far as which first person shooters are where you want to be on the PC because of how fast you could turn, how quick you can fucking just manipulate the mouse and aiming and stuff like that. It's all you. You don't have to rely on aim assist or turning. Oh god, this guy's behind me. He's shooting me. Fuck, I'm dead. You know, it's like, oh shit, this guy behind me. Boom, and you fucked his ass up.
Fuck the mic up.
Fuck the mic up. That's how into it I was. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that is how PCs are meant to be played.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of factors into PC gaming, which is what drew me into it in the first place. Mm. You know, so it's like with first person shooters, especially with online multiplayer, PC is the way to go. It's just science. It's fucking science. You know, obviously, and then like third person shooters, it can go either way. Like I can go on the PC and be like, it's a third person shooter. I might want to use my controller for this. Mm-hmm. So like, you know, and also the frame rate. Frame rate fucking plays a huge factor into it, where it's like remember when you came on my house and you fucking plugged in your PS4 to play Destiny 2, and then I was playing Destiny 2 on the PC for like a little while, and I was like, I looked back, I was like, are you getting frame drops? And you're like, no.
Are you lagging? I'm like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah. So when you get your eyes on a fucking PC, right, and you see the graphics of how the PC handles those specific fucking games, and then you look back on how it is on the PS4, you're like, wow, that's garbage.
I don't know if I told you this. Before I came over to your house that night, I actually hopped on my PlayStation, went to the raid location, because the raid in Destiny 2 is visually stunning. And I walked up real close, aimed on shit, looked at details, like curved things.
When the game before
yours, it looked so much better.
Yeah, before it came out on the PC, bro, I came to your house and I fucking played Destiny 2 on the fucking. I was like, oh my god, this looks gorgeous. And then I played on my PC and I was like, oh my god, this is gorgeous.
Iggy sucks dick.
But but I didn't remember what the graphics looked like on the PS4. I just thought it looked the same, and then I saw your shit and I was like,
you're playing potato.
Yeah, I'm like, I thought you were playing on potato. I was like, are you getting frame drops, dude? Like, what the fuck's going on in your graphics right now? It's like, what are you talking about? It's like, it looks fine. I was like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It does not. PC Master Race again.
Just throw shit at the TV. Be gone, you devil.
Yeah, and then you started playing on my shit. You're like, oh.
Yeah. See, what was nice? So even though so that pissed me off when I hopped onto yours, because I can't play mouse and keyboard because I haven't had any practice of that kind of thing. I plugged in the controller and it automatically went to 30 frames for whatever reason, which is probably understandable. But still, visually and just the way movement flows, like the way visually
it's
things
just meant
move.
To be played that way.
Oh my goodness, it's so smooth. Like when I hop onto Twitch and I watch people play Destiny, without looking in the corner for what do you call it,
the frames,
frame counter, whatever. Without looking there, I can automatically tell just by the movement of the in-game that it's a PC, and I'm like, do I really want to get a PC because I won't appreciate my PS4 no more?
It's really hard for me to go back to PS4, man. I really want
to have games that give you
really want to show my PS4 some love, bro. I love my PlayStation so much, but it's like I need a game to make me get drawn back to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough. Absolutely, yeah.
It's like, so I haven't bought any games for it. It's like there's no reason for me to. I'd rather just go into the PlayStation Market and see if there's games that are free. I need a reason for me to get back into it, and Fallout is the only thing that's keeping me from that, because that's the only thing I haven't really completed as far as the DLCs, because I have it. Yeah, so it's like there's no reason for me. Like all my friends that really play are on PC. The only one that actually plays is you, and it's like that's Destiny. And I don't have Destiny 2.
I know, it's just me. It's not worth hopping on.
No, because I don't have Destiny 2.
I might have to just grind you up, because your account is on my PlayStation. I might just have to grind you up and then see if you'll join me then, which I know you won't, because you'll be PC Master racing it like crazy.
Not even that. I don't fucking want to buy Destiny. I don't want to waste my money on Destiny 2 again. I don't want to give.
Yeah. Well, you have someone. I thought they honed their thing on your PlayStation. Who actually had
I'll have to talk to him. I could.
Not that I'm trying to convince you. I'm not trying to convince you.
I'm down to fucking play it. But
are you into Far Cry? Because you know that Far Cry 5's coming out. It looks interesting.
I loved Far Cry 3.
Okay. Yeah. Sea of Thieves coming out. God of War. We gotta talk about that. Yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2. Are you into that?
Oh!
That's what I thought you'd say.
Whoa, bro! So excited about Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm really excited about Anthem. I'm nervous because of EA.
I went to the local fucking retro game shop, and I bought Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption
the zombie.
Zombie. I rebought those.
Is it only on PS3 and like those? Yeah.
Only PS3.
Is it on console or on PC? I assume it is. No,
I'm
surprised.
Not.
I would have thought it would be.
It's not.
You're gonna have to bring. My PS3 is shit. The HDMI port in the back of it. No bueno. I think you were here last time and I was trying to fuck with it so that we could watch Twitch and it just wasn't working. But you're going to have to bring your PS3 over and show me the glory of Red Dead.
Oh my god, bro. It's so much
I've seen games
so much
like,
fucking
it
fun.
looks great.
So
like
good.
A world I want to be in.
So fucking good, bro. I haven't played it.
Oh, that scared me, dude.
Oh, I got a follower?
Look at that.
Team Spock. Thank you for
Hi
love.
there. Oh, I mean, hi there. You're down there.
I thought it was my phone, but I had the same shit. Yo, Red Dead Redemption is fucking tits, bro.
Shit.
Yo, it is so fucking good. So fucking good. Yeah, like the undead fucking nightmares. So, like, it was just phenomenal.
Is it just zombies in the Wild West? Wild West
yeah,
zombies?
pretty much. It's pretty much.
Is it horde? Does it horde at all, or is it kind of like you're just running zombies
No,
there?
it's GTA with zombies in it.
Okay, cool.
Basically in the Wild West.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm really nervous about, but I'm excited for Anthem because I want a new grind. I don't want a Destiny killer because I love first-person shooters. That's my thing.
I don't have any hope for Anthem.
I don't have hope for it, but I want to have hope for it. You know what I mean? Because it looks amazing, and the only thing that has me interested in a third-person shooter, because you know I hate third persons, is the fact that I really enjoyed. What do you call that? The Ghost Recon Wildlands. Mm-hmm. I'm actually probably going to try to talk to my wife and let me buy it again.
Wildlands?
Wildlands. It's actually really fun. Trust me. Did you try it at all?
I did, on the beta.
It's better than the beta, believe me. It's better than that. They have, and they actually just introduced PvP a few months ago, which my buddy...
well, I will say this.
Punisher, he was saying it was
I will
really
say this,
good.
that Ubisoft is very good at updating their shit over time.
And making, yeah. Which is why I'm actually willing to give The Division a chance, which is something I did not enjoy in the beginning. I'm willing to consider
I have
playing
The Division, yeah.
Do you have it on PS4?
PS4, yeah.
No, let me borrow that, bro. I'll try that.
Yeah.
For real. I'm seeing any other games.
Me and Smith played that shit to the death.
Yeah, I remember Anchor was all over that too. Yeah, nothing else actually looks interesting to me. Oh, they have like indies on this list and shit, so yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I mean...
But, anyway.
I want to give Red Dead Redemption another go, but it's...
Dude, if you do, you have to get a capture card and stream that shit for me, bro. Card, right?
I want to, yeah.
You got to for
I want to.
How much is it? I think they're like $20 or something like that.
Capture cards are expensive, dog.
I could have sworn I looked up on
capture cards are fucking expensive.
Do they have to be high quality to be good?
Not necessarily. I'm sure I could find a decent capture
I might have been
card.
mistaken. I probably think it was something
I'm
else
sure I could find a decent capture card. Yeah. I really want to give another fucking Red Dead Redemption another go. It's just that's gonna take a lot of time.
That's fair.
Unless
is it a lot of side quest stuff?
Unless I ignore the side quests.
Yeah. Do that. Just get back.
Just to get back into it.
It's probably gonna go back to the main character again, right?
Yeah, I already know how the fucking game ends.
Does it end with the guy dying? That's all I need to know. He does. Oh, so then it's gonna be a different story altogether.
Different storyline. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. Then just stick with the story.
He gets lit the fuck up.
But it's heroic or some shit, or it's epic.
He comes out of the barn. Motherfuckers are lined up. They just said,
"No, don't tell me anymore. You already.
You're not gonna play the game, so it's like
I want to watch you play it. If you get around to it.
If I get around to it, though.
Or come over, spend another night. Is this something? If you just did the main quest, could you beat it in a night? Do you think? If you came over again?
It's Grand Theft Auto length. I would say.
Really?
I want to say yeah.
Okay,
So
never mind then. Fuck it. Okay. You want to go to the last topic we got?
Yes.
All right. This is one that we were talking about actually.
Oh hey.
Just before we got everything set up, and at the last second, like right when we started talking about it, we were like, stop talking, this is gonna be a topic.
Okay.
That shit was so funny. Okay, so movies that
just keep talking.
You okay?
I'm trying to find the
Is that one right there?
There it is, yeah.
Okay. Movies that comic book companies movie comic companies want you to forget. Movies that DC and Marvel want you to forget that they ever made. I'm gonna kick off DC and say, Superman Returns. Mm-hmm. Even though Kevin Spacey was in it and he was glorious as Lex Luthor, that movie was straight ass cheeks.
I didn't see it, but I can assume it was fucking terrible.
They attempted to go dark with it and it blew. The dude did not feel like a Superman at all. He was just ass cheeks. I don't even want to talk about that damn movie anymore.
Like I said, I want to go back to our topic with...
Oh, you want to go back to Future Games?
No.
Oh, my bad.
No, with Christopher Nolan.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So, the reason why I say Christopher Nolan killed the whole DC universe with the whole movies of being dark, he set the standards. Mm-hmm. You can't have... There is no DC movie that will ever fucking amount to that. Mm-hmm. There's nothing.
No.
That is the darkest DC movie you will see in a fucking...
Live action.
Lifetime.
Live action.
Right.
Because the animateds are incredible.
If you want to go back in time, Ben Affleck, Daredevil, Marvel, comes over to fucking DC, which he's Batman. Then you have Green Lantern, which is Ryan Reynolds, who comes over to Deadpool.
Yep.
So, you see where this is going. Mm-hmm. So Deadpool was obviously a lot gorier than any of the fucking goddamn superhero movies that were actually out. Mm-hmm. Then now you want to look at DC and Marvel shows. The Marvel shows on Netflix are a lot darker than they are.
They can get away with it, though.
They can get away with it.
Their audiences expect something gritty. Anything that has Netflix branding on it and it's not a comedy, you expect a grittiness to it.
Right.
Whereas CW still has to be okay for a kid to skip the channel to.
Which is probably why
probably
why they canceled Constantine.
Oh man, can you imagine if Netflix
I'm gonna watch
it?
I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna see why they canceled it because I'm pretty sure it's a good show.
It's probably decent. Honestly, I imagine it just feeling somehow like CSI whatever with spirits that aren't scary.
No, because there was an episode of DC Legends of Tomorrow where I was like,
got spooky?
It was really, really disturbing.
Oh, really?
With him in it. Yeah, it was really disturbing. And they, it's like they got away with it. So I was like, why couldn't they have a whole show with them? It was really disturbing.
Maybe the ratings for that show were very good. Maybe viewers didn't care for it.
They had 3 seasons of Legends of Tomorrow, and it's corny.
No, I'm talking about that episode. I'm talking about that episode. Maybe people didn't like that one episode. Maybe they complained.
I don't know, because DC Legends of Tomorrow is pretty fucking corny.
Yeah.
Which I do enjoy it. I enjoy it as a show, but it's like, it's my least favorite DC show in comparison to like Supergirl and Arrow and Flash.
She's adorable.
She's so fucking cute. Anyways, but they had Constantine on that specific episode where it was just disturbing, where it was just a lot of demonic shit going on. Mm-hmm. Even
though I hate to say it, I really like that Keanu Reeves movie.
I watched it so long ago.
It's funny. I watched it like 2 months ago with my son. He's 2. And the part, I don't know if you remember this, but there's a part where the priest is seeing things or whatever, and so he's trying to drink to take the edge off. And so he went into a liquor store or whatever, and he's smashing bottles trying to drink, but nothing's coming out. Or at least that's what he thinks.
Mm-hmm.
He accidentally drowns himself because that's what's actually happening. And my kid was laughing at him the whole time. I was like, son, you're evil. John, I need you. So, Superman Returns.
Mm-hmm.
DC wants you to forget they made that one. Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds. DC wants you to forget that
because
one.
So here's
that outfit was so bad.
So here's where the confusing parts comes in, where it's like you have a Marvel character transfer over to another Marvel character, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
With the Human Torch.
They want you to forget that one, and no one wanted that. No one wanted a black Human Torch.
It's not,
it's a shame.
It's not to be racist or anything.
No,
but
it's not.
It's like it doesn't go by the comics.
It doesn't go with the canon. It's like, did you remember
like Black Spider-Man? That's in the comics. Like he eventually becomes,
they do the opposite of Michael Jackson on him.
What the fuck's his name? He's a separate character from Peter Parker.
Yeah.
You know, so that makes sense. Where else? Fucking
Black.
There was another fucking couple characters, but Human Torch, he was never black. So it's like, why would you make him black just for what? You know,
it's like, do you remember when that rumor was going around that in comics they were going to change Thor to a woman?
Why?
Dude, like, why? And forget the comics. You're talking about wanting to change Norse mythology for feminism, which I'm not against. But it's like,
I have nothing against changing a specific. Like, I believe any character can play any character. Realistically, it doesn't matter. Fucking Peter Parker could be fucking black, and fucking Punisher could be black.
You can't change.
I don't give a shit. It's the reasons why you're changing that character to that specific character.
Like, if you were to say Idris Elba's acting is so amazing, he has to be Thor, then I'd be like,
that's fine. That's 100% fucking fine. But if you're changing him for that reason, because it's like we want to have
more black heroes,
more black heroes for equality, more feminism for equality, and it's like, why are you doing that? It's like that's not necessary. It's like you don't have to change the history of the comics because of that fucking reason.
It's like comics never had any influence on those topics.
If you said, listen, this guy was perfect for this role, that like he was the first one that came in, and we thought he was good enough, mad good, like. All the power to him. Let's fucking see a black Punisher. Let's see a black fucking Deadpool.
At least African Americans actually have legitimate heroes named after them. All we have is Nacho Libre.
Right. Well, I mean,
and I love Jack Black, and his last name is Black.
Yes, Black. Nah, like I say, I didn't see the Fantastic Four with Michael B. Jordan. I'm sure he was great. But
I started watching it. It was boring in the beginning.
Really?
I could not get into wanting to watch it, and I wanted to watch it. I loved the first two though. As much as people said that they were ass, like compared to like comps and shit, I loved them.
Here's another thing. Yeah, that's actually
Jessica Alba.
That's actually another.
Don't need to forget those.
That's actually another good explanation. Fucking the Human Torch was actually Chris Evans.
Yeah, Chris Evans. Yeah.
Was it Chris Evans?
Yeah, that's the name. Yeah, Chris Evans, Captain America.
Or was it a Cyclops? The guy who played a Cyclops.
No, that guy actually had a cameo. Well, not cameo, but he was actually temporarily in Superman Returns. Actually.
Okay. Yeah. So
briefly,
Chris Evans in Fantastic Four goes to Thor, and then Michael B. Jordan goes to Eric Killmonger in Black Panther.
You say Thor? You mean Captain America? You said Thor.
Chris Evans. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
you're thinking of Chris Hemsworth.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm getting the Hemsworth. Yeah.
Too many Chris's.
Too many goddamn Chris's. Chris Hemsworth as fucking yeah. Okay. And Chris Evans, Captain America.
They want you to forget at least the first.
Yeah.
I don't know about both. But they at least want you to forget the first.
They both came from fucking They both
Punisher
came from
movie.
Yeah, they
John
both came from
Travolta. They don't want you to remember those either.
But those actually kind of decent.
They were sick, but
it's kind of decent.
At the same time, they were like, no, we went too dark. We didn't do a Christopher Nolan dark. We just went dark.
That shit was really good dark though.
I liked it. I did like it.
I got another follower.
No shit. Dude.
Who we got?
$9.99.
Hessian Gate. Thank you for the fucking follow. Foxhound.
Daniel.
Appreciate it. Damn, Daniel. But, yes, I mean, those are definitely something that I want to say that it's something that they want us to forget.
Of course.
But it's confusing though. It's like, okay, I understand from like going from DC to Marvel, but from Marvel to Marvel, like the Human Torch going from Eric Killmonger, it makes no sense. You know, it's like, why would you do that?
Here's one that you can't argue they want you to forget. The first 3 X-Men movies. And you know why?
Why?
They reset them. The one with the... Shit, you remember the one X-Men that they came out with, a few years ago, where it's like, it's the end of the world, they're being destroyed by robots? You watch X-Men, right?
Yeah.
And he makes Wolverine travel in time. He reset all of that to fix those first 3 movies. Those are 3 movies Marvel desperately wanted you to forget because everyone hated those.
And then you have fucking Logan, which is basically, if you want to think about it,
out of canon.
I feel like Logan was a separate like universe.
It's more like a X-Man story.
Right. I feel like Logan was a separate universe where it was just like, let's just have a fucked up storyline for these guys.
Well, that was Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart's bow out of the movies.
Right. But
unfortunately, because
they just decided to say, so they introduced X-23 to it, and they said,
which they're not gonna build on.
Which they should, because X-23 is fucking metal as shit.
The thing is, X-23
she should have been had a fucking movie,
and she should have been like a young woman by then or a teenager.
X-23 is just like, I read the comics, bro, and I was just like, oh my god, she's a mom.
She's a badass bitch.
She's badass as shit. It's like, why haven't they introduced
her? She's more
her?
raw than
and the thing is, people didn't know about her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people didn't really know about her like that. And it's like, I didn't know about her too until like a couple of years ago.
See, I knew about her as an early teenager because I was so into Batman and comic books. My middle brother, he actually got into the X-Men comic books, and so he bought a bunch of them. And no, it was my youngest brother, because my middle brother bought the Teen Titans comic books. That's what it was. And that's how I actually found out about her. And I was reading, I was like, she's actually kind of cool. So when I go in, because I refused to buy Marvel, because I was just like, being a dumb kid. I was like, I won't give in Marvel.
Ass motherfucker.
Hell yeah, Sony Pony DC for life, motherfucker. And so I would just sit there for like an extra 30 minutes, like, let's read more about X-23 just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And then the Batman, because I don't know if you've ever gone to like a Barnes & Noble to look at graphic
novels. Of course. All the time.
It's a Batman shelf, maybe 2, usually 2, and then you got Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman. And then over here,
not important fucking
everything
Marvel.
Everything Marvel.
Everything Marvel's just
everything
is Marvel.
So I'd be sitting there and I'd feel both the shelves staring at me, and I'm like,
I'm sorry, DC.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
Bruce, no, please.
No, Daddy, no.
Forgive me. But yeah, fucking. I don't know. It's just like. I think Marvel has done a really good job at executing that dark side of what it's capable of, because you watch a Marvel movie.
Or talking when they like recently.
In general, yeah, just recently in general. It was like I was saying before. DC, the only thing they got going dark for them is Batman.
Yeah.
Realistically, but if you really look deep into it, you got Elektra, you got Wolverine, you got Punisher.
But again, here's the thing. Let's say DC and Marvel both had contracts with Netflix.
Okay.
Between the two, I think it would go to DC. If they did. I think it would end up going to DC.
DC can definitely pull it off.
Because their characters, their villains tend to be much more interesting.
Yeah, especially Arrow.
For me anyways.
Deathstroke.
Fanboy.
Deathstroke,
exactly.
Definitely.
Oh, can you imagine the brutal things he'd be able to get away with on Netflix? I dread thinking.
Obviously Batman. Obviously Batman, but...
honestly, I don't want to see Batman go to Netflix. They'd kill it. They'd kill it. They would break canon so many times, I would commit suicide.
If they were to renew a Constantine for Netflix...
I love that.
Absolutely.
That'd be the shit.
They can get away with it. But right now, Netflix is killing it with the Marvel series because they're all dark as shit. Definitely Punisher. Definitely Daredevil. Definitely Luke Cage. Jessica Jones. Elektra. They can get away with it. Easily.
Are there any Marvel or DC characters, heroes, whatever, that you like that you have not seen brought to the screen that you would like to see brought? Are you pretty content with everything? There's only one that I would really like to see. That's DC. But I would want it to be something Netflix-esque, because it could be really cheesy if it went to like CW. And
yeah, definitely. It would be, as much as I love the series on CW, they're cheesy as fuck.
They're too chippery.
They're too chippery. Yeah. Even Arrow, which is the darkest out of all of them, it still has its very chippery, like, we're gonna make this to a love story type of deal. You know what I mean? It's like, I love you so much, Felicity. What the fuck? You went from breaking dudes' necks to fucking falling in love. What the fuck is this shit? But I mean, I honestly think they nailed everything on the head as far as like underrated fucking. That's the thing with
I'm
Netflix.
bringing them in. Yeah,
They brought a lot of underrated
to light.
superheroes to light, like Luke Cage, Jessica Jones.
Yeah, I never even heard of those two at all.
They brought Iron Fist, which is very
I had
underrated
heard
too.
of him.
Obviously, everybody's heard of Iron Fist, but
Yeah.
he's underrated as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Punisher, he's not so much underrated, but he hasn't gotten as much
He doesn't
shine.
have enough. Yeah.
He hasn't gotten as much shine.
Because he's
shine
as
since.
brutal as he is. He's a scary one to touch. You have to do it just right.
You have to do it just right. Exactly.
Otherwise, it just becomes
exactly
an 80s, action flick. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
hello, Electric Maestro. Sorry,
Dude.
I just realized.
I didn't realize you had chat there.
Yeah, I just realized. Sorry, we just got really into this conversation.
What I want to see really bad, and I want it to be done either by like a Netflix or by like a Christopher Nolan, would be Dr. Fate. And he's different from Doctor Strange, in my opinion, more powerful. And that's not being a fanboy. So you got, when it comes to DC, you got the three golden people you think of, right? You think Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, right?
Right, okay.
Wonder Woman didn't come out until like 10, 15, 20 years later. The first three to come out first would be Superman, 1937-ish, Batman, 1939, and then Dr. Fate, 1940.
Okay.
And Dr. Fate is interesting to me because they get to dabble with a lot of supernatural, which I love magic type stuff. Anytime I can pick anything, it's a mage type character. His whole origin is he was with his dad in Egypt exploring catacombs and shit, and then his dad opens up a fucking coffin or esophagus. Sarcophagus? Is that the word? Whatever. Anyway, coffin.
Yeah, coffin, whatever.
And there's poison gas that kills him, and then like this god named Naboo comes out, and he's like, oh shit, I'm sorry I killed your dad. My bad. Let me make it up to you by giving you eternal, infinite wisdom, life, and the powers of a god. And then arms him with like this ancient shit. And over the years, how he morphs is fucking cool. There's shit where his wife ends up having to fuse with him as one in order to not, because like the helmet is controlled by this god and shit. It's fucking cool, dude.
Yeah.
And if they could bring that to a screen and not make it cheesy where he's just running around saying doo 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 doo, then it would be incredible.
But there's so many underrated superheroes and supervillains that
Condiment
are
King?
I'm kidding. That have not been brought to the screen, and it's like Netflix is definitely a way to do that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so good. It's perfect.
And so I'm saying, like, a lot of people have never heard of Jessica Jones or Luke Cage. It's like, this is brand new to them. Daredevil.
At the same time,
and the thing is, if you notice, Daredevil and The Punisher, both shit movies, brought to a Netflix series to pretty much be brought back to life. And you pick the two best fucking actors to do it.
Mm-hmm. Wait, who plays Daredevil? I never actually
I forgot his name, but he's a British dude. And he was also...
Is he known in a lot of movies that I recognize?
No, but he's definitely a method actor because he was in method. He was definitely in character.
He walked around with a blind stick.
No, he was actually in character. Like,
honey, you know where the ketchup is, damn
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Netflix is very, very like specific on who they want to do their roles. Where John Bernthal, he was in character his entire role. Guy who played as Daredevil, the guy who played as Daredevil was he hung around people who were blind. He got to know how it was to be blind.
Did he really do that? That's awesome. I didn't know that. Yeah. That's the shit, dude.
He was in character the entire time, bro. That's why when you see that fucking series, you see him like actually like his eyes like fucking fidgeting and shit like that. And it's like you really think he's blind because he really got to what it was like to be blind. So he got into character the entire time.
That's awesome.
Netflix is very specific on who they choose to do their acting because they have top-notch acting.
Well, clearly they're not if I'm still here, but
I think I gravitate more towards Marvel than DC because of how flawed and relatable Marvel heroes can be. The DC mentality seems to be in order to be hero, you have to be successful special adult with big strong muscles. That's probably why Marvel heroes like Peter Parker appeals to me more. He proves that you can be ordinary teenager with several flaws and you can still be a superhero. You know what I mean? Yeah, I definitely agree with that. 100%. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan as far as Marvel goes, and DC as far as obviously DC goes. I'm a Batman fan, honestly, fucking, because I gravitate more towards Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've always been a Marvel fan, but
and they also do a good job of that too with the X-Men series because everything is centered around that damn school. So you're still dealing with young people and their powers, and it's almost like coming of age is also translated with their powers. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like as they're growing as kids, they're also having to deal with these really adult themes of their powers, racism towards characters' world.
The DC heroes are flawless, but Marvel heroes seem to wear their flaws more on their sleeves. Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Movie. Yeah.
See, that's what I like about DC is I want to be in a world that's less relatable and more fantasy. That's why. See, like when you watch something like X-Men and you're watching, because like in the movies and everything, you see the actual struggles that they deal with in reacting with the real world. You know, it's part of why I actually don't like watching military movies anymore. Which I'm not against military or anything. I'm in the military, but I want to detach from reality when I get into the stuff I want to enjoy in my off time. You know, I want to get further into fantasy, further away from reality, which is why I appreciate things like, while I'm not a Superman fan, I like the whole thing about him being an alien. I like the fact that all his threats are alien invasions, even though it's a little cliche, yeah. But, you know, he calls on his buddies, you know. The big default for, you know, the Marvel flawed thing, Batman, yeah, sure, whatever, you know, he's just a normal guy, I get it, but that's what I like about it. You know, you got Martian Manhunter, someone who's not worldly, and that's what I want to see. I want to see space magic. I want to see John Constantine shit. Granted, he's not big muscles and he's got his flaws, but I want that
John
outrageousness.
Constantine is also another underrated superhero.
Oh, absolutely.
Very underrated. That's why I like when I went to Comic-Con as Constantine and, you know, Claire being Zatanna.
What's the name of that? Are you supposed to be McGruff? I can see that. You're supposed to be McGruff. Where's your dog mask?
Somebody was asking who the fuck I was, and I was like, Constantine, dog. Like, the fuck you mean? Fuck you mean?
The fuck you mean?
Fuck you mean, boy? But nah, like. There's a lot of underrated superheroes and a lot of underrated supervillains that have not actually went to screen. Like, I feel like Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn shouldn't have just been brought to the screen then. She should have been brought to the screen way the fuck earlier.
If Heath Ledger, let me go on a small rant real quick. Sorry to interrupt you. Let me just say this real quick. If Heath Ledger did not kill himself, whether by accident or on purpose, or method acting Joker killed him, whatever, to have had him be in another movie, even if it was the Bane one, they could have justified a fourth movie where you could have had him and a Harley Quinn. Or even put off Bane to the fourth movie, and you could have built on him. You could have had Johnny Depp come in and be the Riddler. You could have had, what's the fat guy?
There's endless possibilities.
And
endless fucking possibilities.
And she could have been the not a trashy Harley. She still could have been a semi-classic but modern Harley, and it would have been so good, man. Oh, sorry. Go on with what you're saying.
No. There's endless fucking. God. There's endless possibilities to that. That's the thing. There's endless possibilities to that.
Fuck you, Heath Ledger. I love your face.
God, he's such a good. Like he.
My
there's no other Joker that can compare to him.
Mm-mm.
It's impossible.
There's no other Patriot either. I fell in love with him. I'm sorry if you're watching this at all, Dad. I fell in love with him in The Patriot, and I was like, I want to be the girlfriend that puts ink in the tea.
You know who else was in The Patriot?
Black.
Mel Gibson.
Oh.
Mel Gibson.
Dude, I just started watching the Lethal Weapon movies to spin off real quick on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's such a stud, dude.
Dude, like
my god,
he's a psychopath, but he's fucking awesome.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
He's like, you really are crazy. You're not trying to kill yourself. No.
Here's the thing. I feel like the next Joker. Willem Dafoe.
But it has to be Frank Miller brought to live action.
Has to be Frank Miller. Has to be fucking Frank Miller.
Oh, if you have never seen or never read Frank Miller or watched the animated movies they made, watch it and tell me you don't see Willem Dafoe as the Joker. Absolutely. Oh my god, because he's older, he'd have that more wizened kind of. I'm really just in it to really try to fuck you. Like he'd have
He's just perfect. So he's perfect. He's perfect in any type of crazy role that you put him in. Like he was perfect in like as bad as Death Note was.
I thought he did great. No,
he did fantastic.
I never saw the anime prior. I watched it after.
The anime was good.
The anime is fantastic.
Fucking great.
I didn't finish it actually.
fantastic anime, and like I'm not even like into anime like that. You know,
After the
obviously I'm a
Alliance
huge.
thing?
Obviously, you know me. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan.
Mm-hmm.
Huge Dragon Ball fan. I love Death Note. I love fucking Black Butler, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon.
I'm not an anime fan, but I do recognize those titles.
Yes, but Death Note was fantastic. But the thing that actually made Death Note, the Netflix series Death Note, was Willem Dafoe.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. If it wasn't for him,
I gotta say though, I was kind of disappointed with oh god, what's his name? Not Roku. Ryuk. With Willem Dafoe's character's costume. If they had CG'd him legit,
Ryuk.
Right, guess it. If they had CG'd his costume, not to look crazy, but where the mouth could have been a little more interactive, because anime is that style.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like with the teeth, kind of like just doing that shit.
Just
his teeth fucking his gums.
Just fucking his gums.
You know what I mean? But it's got, they have that style of art, which I get. The fact that they brought it to his costume like that kind of bothered me. It really took me out of the thing, but his performance was fantastic.
No, he's just great.
Absolutely.
He's just such a good fucking actor. Like Green Goblin, he was good as Green Goblin.
No, fuck that. You're missing the best one he ever did.
Talk about Boondock Saints?
Bro. Oh, yeah. What other actor
And then there was a firefight! The Fag Man.
Dude, look, what other actor could dress as a woman, make out with a cop, and get away with it? Maybe Johnny Depp?
Maybe Johnny Depp.
Oh my god. And to be as ugly a woman as you do and still pull it off for that scene was so good.
What the fuck? What are you doing? I just wanted to cuddle. Cuddle. Fag.
Yeah. It's like he's such a man's man. His own way.
It's fucking
so
great,
good.
dude.
Oh, man.
Oh my god, what a fucking great actor.
He's the best.
Yeah, like
Since Heath Ledger died, he became the best.
he needs to be in another Marvel or DC movie.
Okay. I got it. Okay, so talking about actors, one of my favorite all-time actors, like if this man came up to me and he said to me, I want to put it in Uranus, I'd say, Liam, take me. I am yours.
Liam Neeson?
Mm-hmm. I want to see, because I'm a huge fan of The Expendables, because I love those 80s action flicks and 90s action movies. They brought so many people over. I want to see a Liam Neeson one where he's the head of like some kind of like underground assassin shit, you know? Kind of like an organization. They don't have to go for the organization, but something kind of similar to the John Wick type of organization.
Mm-hmm.
With assassins and shit, and like you've killed off a couple of his assassins doing a job. And he's like, they don't have to mimic the quote word for word, but he's like, well, Bonnie, it's you again. I'm going to find you in your hidey hole. I'm going to kill him. You know, just like some sort of shit like that. And then I want him to take on Liam Neeson, bro.
That would be fucking fantastic.
You could bring in like Steven Seagal and shit like that. You could bring in some great names they haven't brought yet.
Just to add, like, while we're doing this topic, if you guys, because I noticed we have like two viewers, if you guys have another gaming topic that you'd like us to do, just post it in the comments and we'll piggyback off of that.
And if we don't get to it, we can pull it up next time we do it too, because we'll do this again.
Yeah, well, we're gonna probably go on for a while with this topic because it's endless when it comes to us. So if you guys got a gaming topic that you guys want us to do, post in the comments right now. And we'll literally get to it like right now because this is like a new thing for us. So we're just piggybacking off of stuff. We're just winging it.
And if you come up with any interesting name ideas, we will absolutely consider those too.
Yeah, true.
It's a working title.
Yeah, the Brocast is literally a working title. So be the first to give us our title. So
do it!
What games are you playing? Well, right now, I've been playing mainly like Rocket League. I mean, obviously that's not really a game to go off of, but that's like my fuck around game. I just downloaded The Witcher 3. I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm trying to get to a lot of games. I'm playing Dragon Ball Z Fighter, trying to get through that storyline. I just started the Hunt Showdown. There's a lot of games. I have so many games to go through right now. So depends on what you recommend because I might actually have it and just haven't gotten to it yet. So, or I might have gotten to it. Whatever you feel I haven't gotten to yet.
Now I'm primarily a Destiny player, but since it's currently so quick to get dry, I really love Hellblade. So I do a lot of replays because I don't buy a whole lot of games. I always try to wait for them to go on sale. So I recently got Injustice 2 because, you know, I'm a DC fan fuckboy. So I've been playing a lot of that. I've been playing a lot of Arkham lately because my kid loves watching me play Arkham for some reason, even though it's kind of dry to watch. I started doing another playthrough of Hellblade because I fucking love that game. That needs to be a movie straight up. Buddy of mine, not famous, Andrew, he recommended that I play Neverwinter to be my new grind game. It's one of those, not World of Warcraft, it's Dungeons and Dragons related things. Oh, dude.
Thanks for watching, man. Appreciate it.
Check us out on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I'll post this on YouTube.
Under our names.
If you want to, we'll definitely do this at least every week. So we'll try to get this weekly. So if you want to give us a follow, we'll definitely try to do this next Saturday as well, or Sunday. So have
a good night.
Appreciate it.
Be safe.
Be safe. Thank you. Appreciate you for watching, though. Really appreciate it.
And Neverwinter, you should actually consider hopping on that with me and Andrew.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cool. Have you ever played it or ever heard of it? Seen it?
What was it?
Neverwinter.
Mm-mm.
It's not like WoW, but it's in that vein of games, and it's on console. I think it's originally a PC game or something, but it's kind of just a third, slightly top-down view.
Electro, appreciate it, man.
Stuff.
Thank you so much for the follow.
You the shit. But that's kind of all I'm doing. But back to my boy Liam.
Liam Doe.
Oh, actually, from the Taken movies, did you see? You know the girl who plays his daughter?
Mm-hmm.
So she is not, of course, like it is with many young actors and actresses around that age. She is not a teen or even early 20 adult. She's like an adult. She has a movie coming out that looks actually kind of cool. It's like some sort of like security thing. A storm's coming. I forget what it's called. It's like the storm heist or something like that. Some people are trying to rob some shit in a storm.
Yeah.
It looks pretty badass, actually. But what other 80s, 90s action heroes are there that they haven't brought to Expendables? Can you think of any? I can only think of, like, Neeson and Seagal.
Seagal, you got Arnold, you got fucking...
Arnold's in it.
You got Sylvester Stallone.
He's already in it.
Sylvester Stallone.
I'm talking about that they haven't brought to Expendables.
They haven't brought.
Like I said, all I can think of is those two. They already brought Mel Gibson. Damn it.
Did they?
Mm-hmm. He was in the third one.
Was he in the third one? Fuck, it's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute since he did the third one.
You might as well on this podcast right now, and you should just drive home drunk.
I should.
I hope you hit every pole.
I should. Fuck, it's been a minute since I've seen the third one.
It's so good. The fight, like, he's a total psycho, too. At the end, he's fighting Barney.
Give me back my son!
Give me back my son! Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
A
long time ago, though. It's been so fucking long.
Good. I think he's actually married to Renee Russo in that or something.
Russo!
Fucking Rachel!
Fucking Punisher. Russo!
Do you think they could... So, you know in the third one how they brought in the young people? They brought, like, Ronda Rousey, the biker guy, the MMA fighter. They brought in young people as, like, new blood into the Expendables.
I didn't... Oh, my God.
You haven't seen it, have you?
I did, in theaters.
Oh, it's been that long ago?
Theaters.
Okay.
It's so long ago, though.
Do you think they can get away with bringing in guys who aren't young like that, but bring in now established actors? Like, do you think they could get away in Expendables with bringing on the enemy side, like, a Bale, a Damon? You know what I mean? Or you think it would be, like,
No, they could definitely bring in Damon.
Yeah.
They could definitely bring in
he's
Bale.
actually not that young, really. Damon's actually, like, probably 40 by now. Because he actually looked kind of old in the last movie.
Because in so they had, what is it, fucking...
They could bring Ben Affleck to kill him.
Because they had Good Will Hunting, and they wrote Good Will Hunting while they
Him
were...
and Affleck, weren't they in college?
They were in college together.
Mm-hmm.
This was 97. So he's about 40-something, close to 50.
And it kind of shows. He doesn't look young. Like,
no.
Bale looks kind of young no matter what he's
Bale is always going to look young because of his body type.
I'm talking about his face. Because he fucks with his body for his roles.
Yeah.
Like, did you see American Hustle?
No. There was one...
He legit got, like, pot-belly fat for the role.
Yeah.
And then turned around, and this is after having done, like, 2 Batman movies, turned around, got fit again for the next Batman.
It's the same thing with Robert... It's the same thing with Robert De Niro for Raging Bull.
Does he really?
For Raging Bull. He gets...
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
He actually gets really fat for the end role, but he ended up getting like I think they filmed what they did was they filmed the last scene first, so he had to get really fat, and then he got really fit to do the rest for the rest of the movie.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, he was actually literally fucking pot belly, and they asked him like, "How did you get so fat for that role?" It's like I just ate a lot of fucking pasta.
Came naturally.
Yeah, he ate a lot of fucking pasta.
I'm an Italian bitch.
Yeah,
is he actually Italian or is he mixed? Like
he's Irish and Italian. He's Irish and Italian.
Thought so.
Yeah, but he's from New York. So
I could have guessed that one, right?
Joe Pesci.
He's not full Italian?
No, Joe Pesci's definitely full Italian. Okay. He has to be fucking full Italian.
He's the best. Yeah, I loved watching him in Lethal Weapon.
Yeah,
he's so funny.
Wait, Joe Pesci. Wait, oh fuck.
We're gonna watch it tonight. We will watch it tonight,
bro. Yes. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me see.
Like he doesn't have epic lines that I could think of, but his character is like so kiss-assy, but funny and.
I'm trying to look up.
It's weird to say adorbs, but like the idea of his character is adorbs.
Hold on. So Robert De Niro, residence, Gardner, New York.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so he was born in Manhattan.
Question: have you ever seen that movie that him and Stallone did about 5 years ago, where they were both boxers?
Oh yeah, Grudge Match.
Grudge Match. Did you like that one?
I did.
That was so
John Brother was in it.
That's right. That's
John
his
Brother
name, DJ.
Yeah, it was his boy.
Named after
that was his nephew or something.
Named after your mom's best move.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, it was so good.
That was fucking really good.
Oh man.
It's like, oh my god, Sylvester Stallone and De Niro.
And it's funny because my dad pointed it out because I forgot that he had been in Raging Bull because I watched that when I was young, like 12 or something. And he was known for that role, but like Stallone is more, what's his name? De Niro's known for being in gangster movies, being a mobster, whereas Stallone is known for his boxer role. So he was like, I thought it was weird that they put the two toe-to-toe boxers, but I get it. And when he said that, I was like, oh yeah, you're right.
Raging Bull.
But like I said, he didn't forget that. He was saying because it was a one-time role, whereas what he's iconic for is mobster stuff.
Right.
So he was saying like, it was kind of weird that they'd have done that, but not fully weird. But he's like, to take the iconic boxer versus the one-time big boxer movie, but mobster movie guy. I was like, I get what you're saying. I just thought that was an interesting. I thought.
No, but I thought it was a great fucking movie.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, come on, Sylvester Stallone and De Niro in the same movie. That makes sense.
They might be able to get away with throwing John Bernthal. An expendable as like the second to last boss.
He's
to
getting
Neeson.
He's getting
his
up,
right hand man.
He's getting up there, bro.
He just needs more action flicks. He really does.
He needs more.
He's got it.
He needs more movie flicks.
How did I not say this yet?
The
Keanu Reeves needs to be in an Expendables movie, bro.
I could see that.
Me.
I could see that.
Can't even say
the
that.
The problem is, John Bernthal got his fame from TV. The good thing about it is, he wasn't given that fame due to him being a specific character as far as like a superhero. Where
like Mark Hamill, everyone always viewed him as Luke Skywalker, so he had to go into voice acting. Not had to, but he's inclined to voice acting.
Or if you want to be more realistic, Stephen Amell, he's the Arrow.
Oh really? I didn't know that was an name. Okay.
So it's
is that why he doesn't do anything else?
Right.
People just see him as Arrow?
People are just going to see him as Arrow.
Because
he's jacked as fuck. He's beautiful. He's a beautiful man. But he's only going to be...
If you're this rough type, yeah.
But he's always going to be viewed as Arrow. Same thing with fucking Tobey Maguire. He was great in Brothers, but people...
I actually didn't get into the movie. It was boring to me.
But yeah. By far his best acting.
Really? I might have to give it a chance. My wife was watching it the other day and I was like, military, I'm out.
Fucking...
For that reason, I'm out.
Phenomenal acting. That was by far the best acting I've seen from Tobey Maguire in anything.
I have to watch it then. Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Especially like the ending scene where he fucking freaks the fuck out.
Oh
my god, dude. So, but people are always gonna view him as Spider-Man.
Of course, yeah.
Christian Bale, he already established his career before Batman.
Exactly. American Psycho. Oh man, so good.
Fucking.
Yes. Oh man. Okay, so confession time. Jenna, if you're watching this, sorry. I did that one time. I was like, I gotta Christian Bale it.
You gotta do it.
It's so good.
Gotta do it.
He's got that big ass mirror over there.
Yeah, so...
I've been thinking about putting a mirror on the ceiling.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like... So you have actors that come in as a specific character, where it's like, cool, you're gonna last 5, 6, 7, 8 seasons.
I hope Andrew
like
Garfield's
Rick,
Creed
like
dies.
like fucking Andrew Lincoln. He's always gonna be viewed as Rick. He's always gonna be viewed as Rick.
And it's sad because he was in movies, but they were not known movies.
Right. Whereas Michonne, she already branched out to
I haven't seen anything else.
All Eyes on Me, and she was in Black Panther.
I did. Oh, was she? Mm-hmm. Was she a badass in it by chance?
She was pretty badass.
Okay, cool.
She was
cool.
Yeah. She already branched out to Black Panther. She was on obviously Black Panther's side.
Do you think Chris Hemsworth is gonna find that problem having been Thor? Because he's been in other movies, but I don't know him for anything else. There are brothers that look like him.
I don't know him.
I think he might be
don't know him from other things, but he can get away with it because he's a great looking actor. Same thing with Michael B. Jordan, where he was in.
Well, he's been in so many movies.
He's been in so many movies prior, though.
Many.
He's been in so many, but he's always going to be viewed as Creed.
No, not in my book.
No, actually,
I love that movie. Creed,
no, you're right.
Good.
No, you're right. No, you're right.
I won't put him down for one thing.
He's already at that point where he could branch out.
He was in movies as a kid.
He's already at that point where he could branch out to different things. Where fucking Taylor Lautner, where he was
Twilight,
jacked as fuck.
What's that?
And then they tried to branch out to other movies, and it just was unsuccessful. But Michael B. Jordan is a great actor.
What's sad is he was a child actor too. Like he was in Cheaper by the Dozen.
Right, but
Michael
B. Jordan is a great actor.
I'm not going to shit on his acting, but I wouldn't label him as a great actor. He's a solid actor in my book. I wouldn't say he's a great actor. I don't ever expect to see him.
He's got a lot to learn still.
A DiCaprio ever.
But he can work his way up to that.
Because
DiCaprio wasn't always a great actor.
He was always worth watching, though. He's always someone that you had an eye out for. You're like,
but it wasn't until he started working with Scorsese a lot where he actually developed that skill.
Where he centered him to
a great actor. Success, He worked with Scorsese from like 2000 until now, where like that's basically how De Niro was. He worked with Scorsese almost his entire career.
Scorsese.
Where Taxi Driver.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, he was in Godfather, obviously, but that wasn't Scorsese. But he was in Taxi Driver. He was in fucking Raging Bull. He was in Goodfellas, Casino. He was in Heat. Well, that wasn't Scorsese, but still.
Have you ever seen and I only say this because you mentioned
Taxi. He was in the movie where he was a psychopath. What was it called? Damn it. He was in prison. He was a psychopath.
I don't know.
Rob De Niro.
I don't think I know it. I'm gonna ask you something. And I only say this because you mentioned Taxi Rider, right?
Taxi Driver.
Driver, sorry. Taxi Driver. Because it was around the same time and it had the same kind of tone to it in a way. Have you ever seen, I think it was called Leo? With, what's that French guy's name? It had Natalie Portman as a little girl. You ever see it? It's a classic. It's an old one. Fucking, let's do it. You ever watch the Pink Panther movies?
Yes.
Steve
I mean, a long time ago.
Do you recall the guy who plays his partner? At all? Anyway, he's in it. He does really, really good. It's back in the day. He wasn't young, but he was younger. And it was a good fucking movie. Gotta look that one up. The same kind of like era, same kind of tone to it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. Natalie Portman's parents get like killed by some mobsters or some shit, and then he ends up raising this little girl, and he's an assassin. Like he's legit pro assassin, like John Wick style assassin, like quality, I should say. And then he ends up teaching her how to snipe and kill people and shit. So then, when I won't spoil the movie, but it's good. It's a really good movie. It's worth watching.
Right.
Hits you right here.
Right in the feels?
Mm-hmm. The plant.
Right in the plant.
Rip the plant.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of actors that can honestly fit a new Expendables movie. Like new upcoming actors like John Bernthal. But John Bernthal...
He has to be that second to last guy to Neeson.
He's got to,
dude. Him and John Wick. Can you imagine the two of them fighting together?
No, John Bernthal really needs more lead roles, especially after The Punisher. Like he needs more lead fucking roles for movies.
Action roles that evoke emotion because he's driven for some reason, kind of like Liam Neeson.
He's so hungry. You could tell him. He's such a hungry actor.
I take it back.
Ever since Walking Dead, I saw it.
He needs to be more action movies, but he needs to have varying reasons. If everything falls back to Punisher type story where his family gets killed, it's gonna get old watching him.
Right. And that's
his acting will be worth watching, but he needs to have some more stories. He needs to vary that.
That's the thing.
But he needs to stay in action.
Because even if in Punisher, if you notice, it's like he was still in the same Shane mindset.
Yep. With a little bit less retard. Because Shane was a retard.
Right. But he made sense.
He fucked Lori. Lori? Lori.
Laurel.
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 Laurel. That's what they should name the baby. Laurel. Laurel.
But he was still in the same like fucking crazy mindset that he was in Shane, and that's why he was able to get into that character a lot more.
Yeah, it's a very easy transition. Yeah.
But I think where are we at now?
I mean, 3 hours, just about. Oh, you're talking about topics?
Topics.
Oh, we used them all up.
Yeah.
We used them all up, bro.
I don't know if we got to the point, but it seems like because we're getting viewers in and out, so
Yeah.
I think we're gonna call it quits from here, huh?
Yeah. Well, where can they find you?
Oh, we're doing Revolver Live type. All right, so you can
Actually, a lot of podcasts do that.
A lot of podcasts
too.
I gotta get used to the whole podcast scene, man. So you can find me at my Facebook, which is Michael Nicolino, if you want. You can find me at MikeyBots92 on my Instagram. You can find me on my Twitch, which is what you're watching right now, which is twitch.tv/MikeyBoomBotsTV. And you can also find me on Mikey Boombots TV on YouTube as well. You might see Vice City 600, which was my old YouTube account, but I changed the name of it. I might have to add that.
He's trying to escape the FBI for temporary
I
terrorism
don't
reasons
know
as a
if I
kid.
have to add that every podcast, but just YouTube, Mikey Boombots. You could find the podcast on there as well, and Twitter, which is the same thing, Mikey Boombots TV.
You can find me in some of the same places. So I don't really stream much. I haven't bought a camera yet, but when I do, I actually will be probably trying to stream every night, even if it's just BSing around in any game. But SoCal's One Son, pretty much everywhere. But you'll find me most active on Twitter, Instagram. I'm working on my Facebook page. Instagram is probably the best bet, though, to be honest. You can add me on PlayStation, PSN, SoCal's One Son as written with the underscores. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, I have a Twitch, I have a YouTube. I'll be posting this to my YouTube. But aside from that, I don't do a whole lot video-wise. That's more up his alley. But I'm going to start getting there, especially when I buy this PC, hopefully in the next 2 months. So, and even then, same gamer tag. You'll find me there too.
Yeah. And as far as my gamer tags go, Vice City 600. That's Vice City as in like Grand Theft Auto Vice City 600. Vice City 600, and you can find me on Steam, which is Mikey Boombots. I don't think I added TV. I think I might just change it to Mikey Boombots, but we'll get there eventually once we get more viewers. So.
And you can also find me in the bathroom.
All right. Appreciate all the stuff, guys. We didn't expect to go this long. This is great. This is a nice little dry run.
Do it. Follow. Do it.
Nice. Appreciate it for the watch, guys.